with a new, because you know I said again with back with another live stream. And today we're gonna be doing the 2025 NFL draft. You know, NFL draft, and this is gonna be round one. Round one. So, the Eagles have the 32nd pick, so we're going to wait on top of that, but we're going to see how it goes and things like that. So, we're going to see what we're going to get and everything. So, we're going to wait and hope for that we get somebody good. So, yeah, so we have the Titans. Titans got the number one pick, so we're going to see what the Titans going to get. Or the Titans get somebody really good because, their organization's not bad. Because, guess who was on the Titans before they came to the Eagles? A.J. Brown was on the Tennessee Titans. So, and we did the trade that one night in the draft to get AJ. We did something. We got AJ Brown because we did something with the Titans to get him. So you never know. That we take the Titans for that one because we take the Titans for that one. So we never know. So all right, y'all. And then Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's not a big city, but it's small. Home of the Green Bay Packers. So oh, the Titans pick is in. I wonder who the Tennessee Titans is going to win, and they go to Green Bay Packers stadium right there. So that kind of thing. Yes, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Oh wait, I forgot. Gotta put this on right here. For the Eagles and stuff, cause when we doing the draft and stuff, we always gotta put this on. We always gotta do that. So and stuff like that. So this is gonna be an interesting night, cause if y'all know who the bit of Eagles draft orders are, I'm gonna let y'all know the draft orders right now. Alright, so the Eagles draft orders like this. Yeah, guys, I'm watching the NFL draft on the NFL Network, so watching on there. And the Eagles draft pick was in the first round we had the 32nd pick, in the second round we had the 64th pick, in the third round we had the 96th pick, in the fourth round we had the 134th pick, and in the fifth round we had the 164th pick, in the second pick in the fifth round we had 164th pick, the third pick in the fifth round we had 165, and the sixth pick in the fifth round we have the fourth pick in the 168. All right, so the Titans, the Tennessee Titans select quarterback Cam Ward from Miami, Florida. The Titans pick a quarterback. Nice, the Titans need a quarterback, so and Cam Ward went first of all. When first of all, number one draft pick to the Tennessee Titans. Nice, not bad. What's up there? So yeah, so that's a good pick for the Titans. I mean, they won the good quarterback round, and they did. I don't know what's that we're doing. What's that's not really like a what you call it, like an NFL kind of person. Like baseball. So we did what do call it. Yeah, hope we do that. Yeah. So we'll see. Shout out to Timmy watching name the two likes. Alright, guys, so now. Oh, it's a trade. There's a trade that happened, y'all. Here we go. Here's a trade that went down, y'all. So, there's a trade between the Jaguars and the Browns. So, the Jaguars received the second overall pick, the first round pick, 104th, and the sixth round, 200 pick. And the Cleveland Browns received the fifth overall pick. The second round pick was 136, the 126th pick in the fourth round, and the 2026 first round pick. Nice. Jacksonville just did that. Just did that with the Browns, yo. So you know that means that the Jaguars are on the clock now. It just got real interesting, yo. Oh, your Saints gonna pick nine? Nice. So the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock, so we have a lot of picks in the fifth round. Yeah, we do. We got about one, two, three, 4. We got 4 picks in the fifth round. We got the 161 pick, the 164 pick, the 165 pick, and the 168 pick. So Star Wars, we got 4 of them. We got 4 of them picks, and they're all good ones. Just that the second rounds 1 through 4, we only got 1 pick in each one. But the fifth round, we got about 4. So you know how that goes. And I wonder who's gonna present the Eagles 32nd pick, right? Will it be Eagle player? Cause last year we had Jordan Mailata. Now it's the Eagles pick last year, and that was kind of interesting. That was kind of fun. You wonder if it's gonna be like they're gonna have a player doing it, or are they gonna have an Eagles player do it, or they gonna just have like maybe the commissioner doing it. So we'll see. We just don't know when we get to ours. Okay, y'all, the Jacksonville Jaguar pick is in, guys. So we're gonna see like who we're gonna get and everything. So the Jacksonville Jaguars pick is in, and the Jaguars just fired their head coach, Doug Peterson, because Doug Peterson was the head coach when they fired him because he couldn't get them in the playoffs or something like that. So he was fired. So that's bad for that franchise. You wonder who is the Jacksonville Jaguars gonna pick, man? Who are you gonna get? Guys, I'm looking at the draft. I'm looking at the 2025 NFL draft pick order live, so I can see like when and who's getting what. So it's like 225 draft tracker. So y'all can look it up too. So y'all can go to Google and type in the 2025 NFL draft, and, like I think order or something like that. And like order live, and then boom, and just scroll down to it says NFL draft 2025 NFL draft tracker. You can see like who's getting what and all that stuff, so you can like comes up. So if you just want to know, I know we have to, yeah, so yeah, so you want to know. I know we got a long time till we get to our pink. It's 32, 32nd. Man, it's a long time, but we're gonna get there, y'all. When we get there, it's gonna be good. I know. So we gotta make sure we get somebody really good for them. And then tomorrow we gotta figure out what we're gonna get for what's the pick we had for tomorrow is 100 is the 64 pick for tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be rounds 2 through yeah, because tomorrow is gonna be Tomorrow's gonna be around 2 and 3 at 7 p.m. tomorrow, but I'll be coming to Philly, so probably gonna do it then. We'll see, how that goes. So, all right, with your 2025 in the 2025 NFL draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select. Yeah, you want to, All right, this is gonna be interesting, right? Oh, they got Armstrong in the 2024 Warren Payne NFL Man of the Year. Oh man, that's the guy who won the year. All right, get two in there. Let me just say, in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select. It's like if you're a Jaguar fan, you really want to know who they select, right? Like you really want to know. Like you just want to know. It's like when you're in the edge of your seat, just know who's gonna become an Eagle, man. Who's gonna be able to wear our cap with the bird symbol on there, and just be like become one of us, like with a midnight green, and just like get the it's like it's kind of like nerve wracking, right? I know, but I hope we do get the person that you want. So your 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select cornerback slash wide receiver Travis Hunter from Colorado. From Colorado, nice. Hey, the Jaguars got like a cornerback slash wide receiver, so he could either play cornerback or wide receiver. But Travis Hunter, that's nice. I mean, that's not bad for the Jaguars though. You get somebody who can play two positions, and you can either start him at cornerback or wide receiver, either one. That's not bad. That's not bad if you think about it. I don't think that ever happened in the NFL draft where you have a player who's a dude who has played both positions. I don't think two different positions. You never had that happen. A two-way player. That's never happened in the NFL. You hear that in the NBA. You hear that in the MLB. A two-way player who's a starter, who's a pitcher and a hitter. You hear that in the MLB. You hear that in baseball, but never in football, though. Now that's the first. A two-way football player. Yeah, you did. That don't usually happen. So that's not even a thing. So it's like hello. That's a first. So Jacksonville gonna have the best two-way player they're gonna have in the draft because that's the first of everything. So I mean I hope there's more like two-way players that come into the draft like the year after that, the year after that. I hope there'll be more of those because uh, don't figure. Oh, we have the Giants coming next. Speaking of that, guess who's up next on the clock, y'all? The New York Giants. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna just say this because the New York Giants are the worst franchise, the New York Giants are the worst franchise in all of the NFL. The Giants couldn't win games last season. The franchise is terrible. They can't the Giants need a quarterback because number one, the quarterbacks they had they got rid of them, and and all that kind of stuff. And on top of that, thank you to the New York Giants for giving the Philadelphia Eagles Saquon Barkley. Thank you, Giants. Thank you, Giants, for giving us Saquon Barkley because your franchise stinks. Because we got Saquon Barkley out of that franchise. Y'all didn't want him anyway. You couldn't pay him. You chose your quarterback over him, Daniel Jones, and you couldn't use Daniel Jones or the other one. So yeah, your franchise is terrible, and we know that. So just had to say that. I just had to say that for the New York Giants. So yeah, I was like the New York Giants need to adjust somebody stupid because I need to say that because they need to. Cause ain't not anybody draft ain't really gonna have to franchise around because if they can't win games next season, this season coming up, and like in that September, ooh, they gonna be done though. Cause you know, yeah. So I'm just saying that right there because you know why? Because I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say it like it is because I'm gonna say that. So shout out to Memphis for singing 3 lights because I'm gonna just say that because this was it. Yeah, I want. Yeah, I hope do what Carter stays in the draft so that we can fall to the Eagles. Because if he falls to the Eagles, that'd be real nice. If he falls to us, that would be real nice. All right, guys. So the New York Giants pick is in. So the New York Giants pick is in. So you know, he wants to go play over there in New Jersey. Yeah, he wants to go play over there. He wants New Jersey at a stadium that has two different football teams over there. It has the Giants and it has the Jets, which that's like then you play. So you wonder who the New York Giants is gonna get. Cause they have the third overall pick. You wonder who they're gonna get. I hope they get somebody nice, but like I don't think that franchise is ever gonna get better. No matter who they draft and everything, the franchise still is not that great. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you turn it, the franchise not that great. And the only reason why I'm saying that, guys, because the Giants franchise ain't not that great, because they're not, and they. Oh, and by the way, guys, guess what, guys? The New York Giants has signed Russell Wilson in the offseason. So now the Giants got three quarterbacks on their roster. They got Russell Wilson, who's a veteran. Y'all know Russell Wilson ain't not that great. They keep it Tommy DeVito, which I know that's like. And then on top of that, they got James. They got James Winston. So like you think Russell Wilson's gonna help the New York Giants win games and make it to the playoffs? Yeah, no, that just that's a whole bad bunch of no. All right, so in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select. Oh my God, Star Wars! The New York Giants just select everybody show Duke Carter. F you Giants, F you for that, F you Giants right now. Like really though, really though. Why couldn't Duke Carter fall to us, man? You come to an organization that wins games and make it to the playoffs. Why you going to a team that can't make it to the damn playoffs? The Giants stink, okay? Why you think Sagan Barty got off that team? You know that? Because they ain't not that good. Yeah. You go into a team where they're not good at winning games. Like, come on. The Giants franchise hated that football team last season because they were losing games. Like, you know what? What's up Wednesday? We're doing the NFL draft. I can't believe that Wednesday the New York Giants just got Duke Carter. Now that's bad for the Eagles right now. Cause now he's off the table. So now that's bad in itself. I'm gonna be saying system playing it out as well. I want the Eagles to get him. We couldn't get him. Cause the New York Giants got him. Second Barty's former team got him. Like yeah. I hope the Giants lose every fucking game next season. I hope they lose every fucking game next season just for that. Just for that. Because just for that. Just for that shit. Just for that. I just hope the Eagles get somebody good and we beat the Giants in next season. If Duke Carter gets in the game and makes that man look bad because yeah, I hate that the Giants head coach just picked him. Like you couldn't let him fall to us. Like damn, like we could that's just saying. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for your Saints. Your Saints are number 9. Okay, I'm make sure. Hope to get somebody good because you know the Saints are all right. I'm not gonna hate on that team anyway. That means guess who's on the clock next, y'all? The Cleveland, the New England Patriots are next, y'all. The Patriots, you know, the Patriots ain't good either. A franchise anyway. Cause we forgot we strip stacked the Patriots when Tom Brady was on that team when he used to be in the league by Brady Graham. So hello, and we won the Super Bowl against the freaking Patriots. So you know they and Super Bowl 52. So you know that just saying a whole lot of things, right? So yeah, so let me tell you what happened so far. So the Tennessee Titans got the first overall pick, and they drafted a quarterback named Kane Ward from Miami. Then the Jasper Jaguars with the second overall pick drafted a two-way NFL player. They drafted a two-way player, aka they drafted a two-way cornerback slash wide receiver named Travis Hunt from Colorado. So he's a two-way player. He could play quarterback and he could play wide receiver. So they got a dude. They got a two-way player. Hello, just Shay Otani, but in NFL form. Hello, and they got that. And then the New York Giants just like Duke Carter. They got an edge rusher from Penn State. So now, like, I hate the Giants. I hope everything goes bad for the organization because you know, screw y'all, and you know, and all that stuff. So yeah. So I hope now that Duke Carter should have went to us. We were, you know, you could have been on a team where you could win games and you know, around the greatest franchise of all time, and we the Super Bowl champs. Hello, what's the last time the New York Giants won a Super Bowl, man? Like damn, like you know, we could have, well, you know, because we said we need help with our defense. So our defensive side of the damn team needs some help. So you know, damn, so you know that just throws everything off the table right there. So you know, it's kind of like it makes you so mad, like right now, because like damn. All right, guys, the New England Patriots pick is in, y'all. The Patriots pick is in. Who is the New England Patriots going to get to join their organization? Because when's the last time they won a Super Bowl? The last time they won a Super Bowl was when Tom Brady was in the league. They won 6 Super Bowls and they haven't won one since. So they haven't been back to Super Bowl since. Tom Brady left that team and went to the Buccaneers, and then helped them helped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win their first Super Bowl. So yeah, so you know that, and we ain't gonna talk, you know. All right, and the Patriots missed the playoffs for the fourth time in the past 5 seasons. So you know the Patriots ain't that great because they you know that, you know, like you know that ain't good. So it's you know that says a whole lot of things. So we're gonna have to see what we're gonna get because you know and those are one way to 32nd pick, guys. I know it is, and it is. So you just gonna have to sit back here and see what happens, cause you know. Because you know I'm gonna see what happens. So anybody who's a Patriots fan, hope y'all get somebody really good, because y'all gonna need help anyway. Cause you know. I was not expecting that the Giants were going to do that. Get the Duke Carter. I guess because we already got a Carter on our team, which is you know, Jalen Carter. That means we have a second Carter on the Eagles, so it'll be Carter number 2. Like just that one will be JC, and the other one will be AC. So you know, yeah, it makes sense. You know. Yeah, this is the Eagle hat. I always wear the Eagle hat every time I do like the NFL draft when it has the Eagles in it, or I wear this when I do the Eagles live favorite play. So Wednesday, so just let you know, I'm gonna wear this hat again when we do the Eagles. Even when we do the Eagles live favorite plays coming up in summertime. So like in August, I'm gonna wear this hat again when we do the Eagles preseason games in August, and then also when we do the regular season for the Eagles in September too. So So when you see me in September doing coming up the Eagles preseason games, this hat's gonna come on and I'm gonna be in everything. But I won't wear the Jalen Hurts jersey until September because that's when you see me wear the Jalen Hurts jersey on with the same hat for the regular season and stuff. So that's when it really counts. So yeah, that's when all the games count. So cause preseason is gonna show off like all the backups and the back quarterback and everything, just to see how our team's looking, like how the Eagles looking in the preseason in August. And then and that's not a lot of games. But then the regular season is when your starters play, like Jalen Hurts, Jordan Milano plays, Cam Jurgens plays, Lane Johnson plays, and all the rest of the other starters play on offense and defense side. So, and then that, so that would make sense. And stuff like that. So that's when like that's when it counts. So you have to come around to the Eagles streams because football is way different than baseball. So it's 4 quarters, but it's 4 quarters, so it's not a long game because the NFL is not like the MLB was like 9 innings and you have to sit there for 9 innings and wonder what's gonna happen. Now 4 quarters, that's easy, right? Then you also have halftime in between where kind of break down what's going on between the quarterbacks and then all the other players and what they got and everything. So it's gonna be interesting. So right, so in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select tight end Will Campbell from LSU. Hey, they cited a tight end. Nice, they got the tight end. Hey, well, this is not a tight end. Tight end ain't bad if you think about him. Yeah, they got an OT, y'all. OT, y'all. An OT for offensively. So they got an OT. So like, that. Yeah, so that's good for the Patriots, y'all. They got offensive tackle, so that's kind of good for them. They needed that anyway. When this spring training for football starts, well, it's not spring training. Actually, in the summertime, I think around July is when the Philadelphia Eagles have like their training camp. So I think before the actual training camp for like the Eagles, they will have like rookie mini camp. So rookie mini camp would start way before the main spring training the main training camp. Because the rookie mini camp is like for like all the rookies that we drafted. They come to their own. They have their own little like training camp and get everything situated. The coaches and everything. And then those same rookies would come back for the main training camp that's in July to try to get to know all the actual players. They get to know all the starters. They get to know the starting quarterback. They get to meet their coaches and all that stuff and do all those things and be situated with everything because they already know them in the main camp, but they get to be in the same room with all the starters and get to learn stuff, and then you never know see if they're gonna get into a game or not. And then for the preseason and stuff, and then in August we have the preseason games. It's like maybe like 3 games or something, and then just to see how good the Eagles are looking, and then which the games don't count for nothing, and then that's how it is. So it's usually like it's around like we say maybe in June we have like rookie mini camp around that time, and in July we have the main training camp for the Eagles. So that kind of thing, and then the game, then the preseason game start in like August. So that's just something for you which that you want to know. Yeah. I really wanted the Phillies to win their game yesterday, but they didn't win it, so they lost. They got swept by the Mets 3 times, like in all three that whole game series. That 3 game series was horrible. What's up, Pink VR? Yeah, we almost sold us yesterday. We could have won that game, and I feel bad for Zach Wheeler because Zach Wheeler was pitching good yesterday, and I heard how many strikeouts he got, and then the offense messed up, and then it was just like then our bench sold, then our bullpen sold us. Hello, Jim Meadows not that good, so I'm gonna just give him. I'm gonna just give you that. He ain't that good. So coming up next, guys. So next on the clock we have the Cleveland Browns coming up next, y'all. The Cleveland Browns are on the clock. So well actually the Cleveland Browns already got that pick in, so the Cleveland Browns are next. So who's gonna be joining the Browns in Cleveland? That organization never made it back to the world, made it back to the playoffs of the Super Bowl ever. So that's another organization that's terrible. So that one. So that kind of is terrible. So yeah. So if anybody want to know, it's not called spring training for football. It's not. Only for baseball, it's called spring training. For the NFL, it just training camp. That's what it's called. It's training camp. It's not spring training. Yeah, so it's not. Just for anybody who want to know, there's two different types of training camps. There's rookie mini camp, which is for all the rookie people that get drafted. They got their own little like, mini camp. They do their stuff. They get to know that. They get to know that. They get to come see the. And they come to see the training facility, but where they're gonna be trained at. They get to meet their coaches and stuff for the position they're in, and then they get to meet all the coaches for the positions they're in, and then they also get to meet the head coach, and then the main training camp is where they get to meet the rest of the players for the team. They get to meet the quarterback. They get to meet the starting quarterback. They get to meet all the other starters from like the offensive line, depending on what position they're in. If they're offensive line first, they get to meet all those people over there. If they do like left tackle, right tackle, they get to meet Jeff Stoutland and all that stuff. If they're in that route of that realm over there, they get to do that, and then they get to meet like a bunch of like depending on. And then they get to meet the starters that were part of that group room as well. Let's say you like in the like OT tackle line, you get to meet the rest of the starters for that room. Like, let's say you like a new right guard person, you get to be in the same room with Lane Johnson and Jordan Lawler, because then it's like you're in the offensive line for it. If you're another quarterback, then you're in the same room with Jalen Hurts and Tam McKee. So that kind of thing. So that kind of thing. Or even the defense side, you know how that goes. If you're running back, you're in the same room with Saquon Barkley. If you're a wide receiver, same thing. So with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, so and all that other stuff. So it kind of goes down to like and stuff like that. The Eagles should draft another kicker because, for Jake Elliott, that whole thing, we need to do that. Not doubt we're going to do that. All right, y'all. Here we go. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select defensive DT Mason Graham from Michigan. Hey. Hey man, hey, the Cleveland Browns got a defensive guy. Hey, nice. Hey, so that's not bad, which is not bad for them. And they need that, so they got a defensive tackle, so that's not bad for the Cleveland Browns to get a defensive tackle. They need it for the defensive side of the ball, so that's not bad. All right, guys, coming up. So the next up, now we moving up in the draft, guys. So next on the clock is gonna be the Las Vegas Raiders. So anybody who's a Raiders fan, if you're a Raiders fan, then they're up next, and they got the pick is in. So the pick is in for the Raiders for the Raiders. So that's gonna be that the pick is in. So we're gonna see what they get. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Just hold on, Eagles fans. Hold on, man. I know we're a long pick away from ours, but it's gonna feel sweet when we get there. So hold on your horses for this. I know it's gonna take a while, but we're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. Yeah, so I have this feeling like hope we get somebody really good. I hope Howard doesn't know who he's gonna pick. I hope he picks somebody that the Eagles fans are gonna like. Because they need to help us win another Super Bowl. Because I want a 3-peat for once, so that way everybody know that we're the better team, better football team. So just because that way we can know that we're better. So we're the better organization anyway in the NFL because we the ones who invented the freaking tush push that the NFL is trying to get banned because no other NFL team can stop that. So yeah, so I'm just saying. Yeah. We invented the tush push, so we get credit for inventing that play and naming it too. So So, we invented a play that everybody wants to get banned. And we in the, I was in the draft in the same city as the team that wanted to get in touch with me, the freaking Packers and shit. Like, hello. Like, the damn. So, they're just saying. Yeah, guys. So, I'm just let y'all know. I'm gonna cover the NFL draft every year. So, and I'm also going to cover the NBA draft when it comes up. So, you see who the Sixers are going to get. And then we're going to just do the MLB draft for this year, too. So, just stick around for those ones. I'll look up when the NBA draft is going to be, guys, the dates and stuff for that one. So y'all would know when I'm going to do that one. So I know when the dates are for that one. And then also MLB draft as well. So, what the Phillies are going to get. So, yeah, so, stuff like that. Just so y'all can know that information for that one. So that way y'all can all be good. So y'all can at least know for that. So that way we can know for our teams. Now, guys, I never streamed what do you call it, the NHL draft, for the Flyers and stuff. I really don't care about hockey, so but I did watch it one time just to see what the Flyers get, and I was like, yeah, this is not something I was going to cover because I don't watch hockey, so. Or the MLS draft for soccer, I wouldn't even do that either. So yeah, so I just do the draft for like the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB. So because the ones I do cover. So yeah, so just hope that the Sixers do get Cooper Flag in the draft. If he's in the draft, we will get him. So in the 2025 NFL draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select running back Ashawn Jenkins from Boise State. Shout out to the Raiders for that one. Raiders got a running back. Nice. The Raiders got a running back. That's yeah. That's a good one that the Raiders got, yo. The New York Jets on the clock, y'all. The other team from New Jersey that's going to get that's going to be playing. Yeah, who wants to join the Jets franchise and play with Ewoks in New Jersey or at the same stadium that the Giants play in? So you could pretty much you share the same stadium with the Giants. So is that you're going to switch out all the Giants? Logos and everything when it comes to Jets playing at home. They just switch everything. It's kind of like how the Chargers and the Rams do it at SoFi Stadium when they change out the seatings and they change all the logos and everything. So they do the same thing like that. So when you got two NFL teams sharing the same stadium, yeah, yeah. So that kind of thing. So that kind of thing. So we're getting there, guys. With two picks away from Kilamente 777's team, the Saints. So we're 2 weeks away for that. So once I say what his team gonna get, he gonna be excited for that. Cause yeah, cause so yeah, the Jets are not that. Yeah, the New York Jets are not a good NFL team. So I'm not gonna say that they're not. So they're not. So yeah, yeah. And neither is the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are not even a good NFL team either. The Panthers and the Jets are not even good NFL teams. So I'm gonna just give you that. They're not. So I'm just gonna say that on everything. They're not really that good. So I'm just gonna say that. And with that holds and vows and everything. Because the only reason why I'm saying that because they're not, and yeah, just because we gotta say it like it is. We gotta make it seem like known. We gotta let everybody know that we're the Super Bowl champs. We the ones are the ones that everybody's gonna be hunting for this season coming up in October of this year because they're gonna be hunting. Everybody's gonna be making sure that that the Eagles don't make it back to the Super Bowl. Like don't go for the 3P. The team is gonna try to shut us down, try to knock us out of a chance of going back. But is Jalen Hurts gonna let that happen? Heck no. He gonna make sure we go back in. But that's gonna be a thing. We going back to the Super Bowl. We going back, so And I forgot that the Josh from Sports Bear is a Chicago Bears fan, and then Roach Entertainment is a San Francisco 49ers fan. So I hope they both get somebody stupid. So because literally the teams are not that great. Just because I'm just gonna say that, and you know, the New York Jets pick is in, y'all. And we want to go back to back though, cause why? Because I really want us to get that 3-peat though, and cause you know that way we can do that. Just because I want to. Think about the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl and then we win it again. Then we have our third Super Bowl parade. That makes us make sure that our organization is that good. Yeah, the Jets pick is in, so who knows who the New York Jets are gonna get? You know, if it's somebody so bad that it's like, yeah, we stopped Kansas City's 3-peat. We did do that. Yep, we did. So since we can do that, we can stop 3-peats out here. I wonder who's gonna be the first. Who's gonna be the first NFL team to stop the Eagles 3-peat? Try to stop us from going back to Super Bowl winning. Who's gonna try to stop us? Who's gonna try to do that? If the Eagles do make it to the Super Bowl, and whoever we play against is gonna try. Whoever makes it to, let's say the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl and we play against I don't know whoever it could be, and they say they're gonna try to stop us and win our third Super Bowl. They stop that. I would say I give you props for that. You kind of stopped the dynasty, but you could have started. Eagles could have started the dynasty, but if nobody can do that and we win again, that would just say we got a good head coach. Shout out to Nick Sirianni, and we got a great start quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And we got the best offensive line of all time, aka Jordan Mailata, Jalen Johnson, and Cam Jurgens. Like, hello. Like, you got the two best left tackle and right tackle. And you got the best kicker of all time, Jake Elliott, speaking of that, he's in the commercial here. So, you know, that one. And you got Cam Jones, who just got to pay some big money to come back for 4 years. $680 million. Hello. You got him for the next 4 years. And then you got Landon Dickinson. I forgot about that. Jordan Loss for playing. So, we good. We good out here. So, you know, like we paying people money to keep them here, so it's how we doing. Yeah, now guys, you know what we should do now, guys. Let's write in the chat, y'all. Let's write in the whole. Let's write let's write in the chat. Hate what do you call it? Let's write in the chat. Hate you, do call it. Let's write that in the chat, y'all. Just write, I hate you, or do Carter. Just write that in the chat right now because that would make Eagles fans everywhere be so pissed off. Like we need to do that so that way. But I'm gonna start off saying right here. I hate you, Adu Carter. You went to the worst franchise ever. I hope y'all don't win any games. I hate you. So there you go. That's my feeling right now. So you know, I'm just gonna say that. And we had CB1 with the Gene. Yeah, that was cool. I just had to say that right now because you know. Because the Liberty line saying, it's Saturday, we have to hate Adu Carter now. New York Giants select a longtime Eagles fan, number 3 pick. Right. Adu Carter said he wanted to come play for us. He said he wanted to come play for us, and the Giants got him. He wanted to play for the hometown team. He wanted to play for us. You know, then. But I just say something right there. That just tell you a whole lot of things. He wanted to play for us, man. All right, y'all. The Jets pick is in. And the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select. I mean, the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select. You know, select. You know, I think what's he call it? I think tight end is that tight end Armando Maruzo from Missouri. I guess so. That's what they got right there. Yeah, I think so. Offensive tackle. I think offensive tackle. That's what they got. Offensive tackle. So hey, it's Nigerian guy. So hey, So shout out to the Jets for getting that. Yeah, so they got offensive tackle. So now the Carolina Panthers are on the clock. The Carolina Panthers are on the clock. So you know the Panthers ain't a good NFL team. Cause the Panthers can't get back to the freaking postseason. Can't get back to the playoffs anyway. The quarterback Cam Newton is shits. He ain't good. He's terrible. And the new quarterback that they signed I forget his name, but you know what I mean. Oh, Bryce Young. Bryce Young. Yeah, they couldn't win games with Bryce Young. I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah, so Bryce Young couldn't help them win games, and they had to sit him. Oh yeah, the Panthers pick is in, y'all. Yeah, who's down your number one? So the Panthers pick is in. So I wonder who they gonna get. So if I had to say, but Killer on 77, you better come back to the stream, man. Cause after we know what the Panthers pick is in, your team is gonna be next after the Panthers, the Saints. So if you you're trolling, you like to troll and shit. So you don't we go so fighting for your team gets somebody good. So so just saying. So that kind of whole thing. Oh man, the Bears and the 49ers are both. The Bears are number 10, the 10 pick, and then the 49ers are the 11 pick. I hope the 49ers get somebody stupid because but like the 49er fans are just the worst fan base ever. Whenever they play us in Philadelphia for like the playoffs and stuff, they always try to be making they always say F the Eagles all damn time, and that's talking about Washington Tatum say that shit. No, hope we your East words for that. You know that one. 'Cause they got beat out in the world. They got beat out in the Super Bowl one time by the freaking Kansas City Chiefs, and you know how funny that was. Yeah, and so you know how that goes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write for that one. Hope to get somebody stupid. So and the Chicago Bears can't even get made it to the playoffs. Like made it to the playoffs. I think no, I didn't think they missed playoffs last year. No, they didn't. But they did have that Thanksgiving game that made them. They lost that Thanksgiving game with last season, which is horrible. Like how you lose that? Embarrass yourself anyway for that reasoning. But I digress. On that. But I digress. And then after the 49ers pick at pick 11, we have the Dallas Cowboys, America's team at pick 12. And I want the Cowboys to get somebody stupid because my friend Lena goes as a Cowboys fan. So yeah, I want her team to get somebody so bad because her team she's a Cowboys fan, and on top of that, her whole family's Cowboys fans when it comes to NFL. So and I have nothing against my friend Lena, who's my TikTok friend or her mom. So but still, just like yeah. So no point in taking that. But when we get to that one, we just gonna have to say, he's gonna say we're gonna have to throw out the Giants. We're gonna throw out that the Cowboys can never beat the Eagles ever. And so we just say we own them, so that kind of whole thing. But we're gonna hold that how and them, and stuff like that. So it's gonna be one of those feelings where you be like. Sometimes you say you wish, like, that stuff like that would happen, but it's all good. And the Carolina Panthers missed the playoffs in each of the last 7 seasons. For the last 7 seasons, the Panthers have missed the playoffs. And so you know how bad that is. That franchise can never get to the playoffs. Even when they got Bryce Young in that one draft, they couldn't even get to the playoffs. Like, literally. So the Panthers gonna need help, cause they gonna need help bad, cause they, so I knew that the New York Giants is Dax Montana's NFL team, so and they got somebody really bad, so they got the one player they always wanted, and I know that because yeah, because the Chicago Bears are bad. They're a bad team too. I can say that. I don't remember that great either, so I'm just gonna say that one. Because the Chicago Bears are not that great, so we're just gonna leave it there. All right. So in the 2020 in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select wide receiver Jordan McMillan from Arizona. Hey, they got a guy from the islands. Shout out to that. They got a guy from they got a guy who's from Hawaii. Hello. Shout out to that for the Panthers. You got a wide receiver, you're gonna need him. They got a wide receiver, nice. Yeah. Yeah, Teton, McMillan. Yeah, they got a wide receiver, they needed that. So now we got the Saints on deck. The Saints are on deck next, so So now we're moving up, guys. Now we got the Saints on deck. So the New Orleans Saints are up next in the pick number 9. I wonder who the Saints are going to get. So I gotta pray for Camilla 777 right now because he said pray for them and make sure they get somebody good. So, and if he's watching anywhere, if he's hearing me right now, like the Saints are up next, so his team better get somebody good because I don't hate the Saints at all. Just say I don't. Just that hope the Saints have a great season and stuff like that. So you know. But for this one, McMillan, you going to the worst team ever, man. That can't even make it to the freaking playoffs. They missed the playoffs freaking seven seasons. Wish that was here and he left, so this guy feeling good, right? Oh, he put that on the commissioner, the little necklace thing. That was cute. He said the Saints had the Saints had not been in the playoffs for how long? Because the Eagles are better than them. That's that. You got right. You right about that one. You right about that. Mm-hmm. Remember said this Star Wars? I said the Eagles are better than all these other teams. We better than all these other teams. Because we're the Super Bowl champs. We got the 2 LeBron trophies. We got the 2 Super Bowl rings. And what does every other team got? I'm not gonna say nothing about the Patriots because they got 6 Super rings, so I'm not even gonna go there because yeah, we need to get up there. But other than that, The other team that can't get into the playoffs, screw y'all because y'all can never get there. Which is why I'm counting the Patriots out because they got 6 Super Bowl rings thanks to Tom Brady. So I'm gonna cancel that out and just say that because All right, the Patriots pick is in. The Saints pick is in. The Saints pick is in, guys. So I'm gonna just let y'all know so far what's happening right now. So the Tennessee Titans selected a quarterback, then Cam Woods from Miami. Then the Jaguars in the second round picked a two-way player who's a cornerback and a wide receiver, Travis Hunt. Then the Giants got Duke Carter, edge rusher. I hate them. And then the Patriots got a offensive tackle, Will Chamberlain from LSU. Then the Cleveland Browns got a defensive tackle, Michigan Graham from Michigan. Then the sixth round pick, the Raiders got a Son Jimmy, a running back from Boise State. Then the New York Jets got offensive tackle Amun Samu from Missouri, who's a Nigerian guy. And then at pick number 8, the Carolina Panthers had picked Jerome McMillan, a wide receiver from Arizona, aka he's an Island boy, but he went to Arizona. So that's all the picks that happened so far. So now we got the Saints coming up next, guys. Who the Saints are going to get, and stuff like that. So I hope the Saints get somebody. The Saints have been in the playoffs at all, but they're not a bad team. I wouldn't say, but it's just that they can't get in the playoffs. So stuff like that. Here we go, guys. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select offensive tackle Cleveland Banks Jr. from Texas. Nice. The Saints got an offensive tackle. And it came out someone's probably looking at the TV like getting happy for that. Because I know, he's like probably happy for that. So I know he's probably happy for that one. So get somebody good. Well, they got somebody good. So now the Chicago Bears are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock. So I know right now, Josh from Sports Fury is and Rich Entertainment was live streaming the game right now. So if y'all go to the Sports Fury channel right now, they covering they're breaking down the draft and stuff. And so I know Josh probably thinking about who should his team the Chicago Bears game, because we all remember the Thanksgiving game of in last season, how the Chicago Bears embarrassed themselves at the end of that game, and you know how everybody talked about that. So we ain't gonna even go there with that one. So we ain't gonna bring that up. So that's one thing. So now I just hope the Bears get somebody terrible, so that way it'd be bad for them. I hope the 49ers get somebody terrible as well. Only reason why I want the 49ers to get somebody bad because, the 49 fans are a horrible fan base. They always, when they play some Philadelphia, they always got something good to say. And, and it is what it is. So, I was thinking that the hometown team, the Green Bay Packers, were gonna be able to have the first overall pick. That would have been nice for their city, because they ain't even got that. The Packers are not until pick 23, and you figure that the one who hosting the draft would get the first overall pick, but didn't. So yeah, you would think, but I don't know who the heck these girls are, but Mike Patricia and Louis had time on streaming together. Yeah, oh really? Yeah, cause I know that I know that that Josh and Richard Tim are streaming the draft together. Was they have a special guest too? They have a special guest for that one. Josh and Richard Tim got a special guest that's doing the draft with them. So yeah. So what is trying to do that one? Oh yeah, they're doing the free halftime show. Mm-hmm. They're doing the NFL. Oh, guess what, guys? So on May 14th, on May 14th, the NFL, the 2025 NFL schedule will release. So we'll find out on May 14th who the Eagles are going to be playing this season, guys. So we're going to know the schedules because the schedule's going to be released on May 14th. So we get to know who the Eagles are going to be playing for the 18 game season. So we know who we playing. And I hope that the Eagles are playing in Arizona. I hope the Eagles are playing in Australia to kick off the season because that would be nice because that'd be great if they do that because they don't know which team is gonna play in Australia, but I hope the Eagles get to play in Australia because that'd be great that'd be a great hometown welcome for Jordan Mailata because he went back to Australia when he had to do that for the off season and stuff. So that, think about that. Jordan Mailata comes back home as he came back home as a Super Bowl champ anyway when they're in the off season, but just to go back there to show that his Eagles team around the city where he's from for for the NFL game to kick off week 1, wouldn't that be something, right? That would be nice because then you got an Australian person who's born and raised. So hello, that would be nice. All right, here we go, guys. So here we go. Yeah, Star Wars was asking when you at which name. So okay, here we go. Oh, y'all, and prayers in the chat, guys. Prayers in the chat for Steve McMichaels, who just passed away, a Bears player. So we know prayers in the chat for him because one of the all-time great Chicago Bears players. So he just passed away this year. So so yeah. So just saying, that you got the 50th anniversary of Walter Payton selection. For the Bears. So we get fast for that. Yeah, so we can't stand teams, but when the players get and pass away, it's kind of like who's a legend and stuff. We don't hate your name. Yeah, so well, at least you got somebody good. You got Cleveland Banks Jr. At least that's something. You got offensive tackle, so that's a good thing. You should be thankful for what you got coming from 7-7. Like, me, I'm going to be thankful for whatever the Eagles get, so I'm not going to be mad about it. All right. So the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select tight end Colossian Loveland from Michigan. Hey, the Bears got a tight end. They got a tight end. I don't know. I don't know why people are. I don't even have an answer for that. The same thing happened last year, guys. The same thing happened in the draft last year when everybody passed up on Jalen Carter. And guess what happened, y'all? Jalen Carter fell to the Eagles, and that's how we got him. But everybody passed up on Jalen Carter. You remember what happened with Jalen Carter last year, guys? When every team was passed up on Jalen Carter, they didn't want to get him because of the whole police report thing, the whole incident that happened with Jalen Carter, and the whole thing with the cops and all that other stuff that happened with him. And they passed up on Jalen Carter, and then the Jalen Carter fall to the Eagles. I forget what pick we had last year, and we got him because they didn't nobody wanted to draft Jalen Carter because of the incident that happened between him and the whole police report thing. They looked at that like no, we don't want to draft him. So maybe you never know. If Sanders falls to the Eagles, that would kind of be like a dream come true because then that would just say it feel like a Jalen Carter situation over again. You know. Yeah, because the Eagles do take Sanders. That'll be something because that'll just show you like, hey, you might see a potential in that one because you never know, guys. Because you see, these teams are passing up on Sanders. That's just saying something. Like in the draft though, like you passing up with somebody like that, that means you're just giving the Eagles a chance to get that person because the way y'all doing it like that. Yeah, everyone was passing on Cooper Jean last year, and we got him right. And you also got to say also Jalen Carter as well. People passed up on Jalen Carter last year too, and Cooper Jean, and the Eagles got both of those guys anyway. So and now Jalen Carter and Cooper Jean are stars with the Eagles, and they just won their first Super Bowl as Eagles players. So yeah, so that's what happens when you pass on two good players like that. Yeah, so and that's why I say if this is like this is the way the Eagles gonna get their gonna pick players because teams are passive on them, then that just make them still be available when we get them. That would just tell you a whole lot of things about these other teams. Like they know what they're looking for. All right, y'all. The San Francisco 49ers pick is in. Who are the 49ers going to pick? Because we don't like the 49ers because we hate them. Oh, we hate the 49ers and we hate the Giants because we hate the 49ers and we hate the Cowboys because the 49er fans can never beat us in the postseason, number one. We know that. They know that. They can. And then the Cowboys, they suck anyway. Because their quarterback, Dak Prescott can't even get them to the freaking can't even do well in the freaking playoffs. Number one, and they how many times did the Saints did the Cowboys lose to us in a game in Philadelphia? I can't remember how many times that is, but we're not gonna talk about when we went over to Dallas. We got beat by them. We ain't gonna go there. J. Cole was not the last, not last. He was 2023. Yeah. I was saying in 20. I was saying last year the people passed up on Cooper DeJean, and then in the 2023 draft, people passed up on Jalen Carter. So like last year, everybody passed up on Cooper DeJean. The Eagles got him. Then in the 2023 draft, people passed up on Jalen Carter. So that's you see when you pass up on players like that, we get them. So you know. He was one of the two drafts year in 2020 and 24. Yeah, because we got Jalen Carter in 2023 and then Cooper G in 2024. So that just tell you right there, you passed them with two good players that people passed them on Jalen Carter because the whole police report story and the 2023 draft, and that's how we got him. So it's like, and then Cooper G, y'all just passed with him because y'all didn't think he was good enough for y'all franchise. So and all that stuff. So it just tells you right there, like if we get Sanders, I won't be laughing at every other NFL team. So you passing on this guy? Yeah, something wrong with y'all then. Y'all don't see the potential in somebody. Y'all don't see it. You know. And then they'll just tell y'all like y'all just passing on players because y'all don't see potential. And we do. Yeah, so I'm just saying, y'all. So that was just nothing. That just tell you something like that. I'm just saying. So just tell you a whole lot of things. I mean, I haven't won this hat in a long time. I only wear this hat because we're doing the draft today. After that, you won't see me wear this hat again until like August. So yeah, so that. But don't worry, guys. Tomorrow we covering the Eagles and Cubs game tomorrow, guys. So it's gonna be Eagles. Tomorrow we doing Phillies and Cubs tomorrow afternoon, guys. So just so you know, make sure y'all come to the Phillies and the Phillies at the Cubs game number one of the 3-game series tomorrow at 2:20 p.m. Guys, once I get off work, I'm gonna be getting ready to cover that game between the Phillies and Cubs tomorrow at 2:20 p.m. So we can try to see if the Phillies can try to win the first game of the 3-game series against the Cubs. So we can try to start right because that's Kyle's former team. We have to win that game to kick it off because we don't want to because Saturday and Sunday are the next game 2 and 3, and we don't want to lose that game. We don't want to lose the series to the freaking Chicago Cubs. Nah, we didn't really feel it. You don't want to lose that game. That's on the road, but that's tomorrow's game. So we're gonna get into that a little bit later because that's gonna be tomorrow's game. We are talking about the pitching matches for that one. So you know. Yeah. Yeah. You know why I know I gotta roast the 49ers because I can't stand that for team. I can't stand the 49ers. I can't stand the 49ers at all. The 49ers fans are terrible fans, man. And when they came to play us and put up, they were always like they always been disrespectful, talking about we're bad for we're the worst fan base ever. Oh right. They the worst. They always messed our statue up and shit. Can't expect the Rocky statue and all that. And stuff like that. So, I want to be there, but don't know yet if I'll be on Saturday. Well, you gotta be at the window tomorrow because it's 2:20 p.m. So it's early enough, so you don't have to worry too much. But the one on Saturday, I'll let you know about when that one is. So if you want to be in that, yeah, yeah. So that one and stuff. So my God, yeah. Rocky said, yeah. If you can't make it to the game tomorrow, that's okay. We're on which nights because the game on Saturday is at 4 or 5 p.m. So the game on Saturday for the Phillies and Cubs game too is on Saturday at 4 or 5 p.m. So it's 4 or 5 p.m. So if you can be there, that'd be nice. Yeah, you may not be able to get the one tomorrow, but if you can on Saturday, that'd be nice. And the one on Sunday at 7 p.m., that'd be great. Because the game three against the Eagles, against Phillies and Cubs is that night. It's 7 p.m., so you don't have to worry about like not being able to be that one because later is at night. It's a night game, so you don't have to worry too much. So the pick is in. So for the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Edward Michaelo Williams from Georgia. Mikal Williams from Georgia, man. And the Eagles was looking at this guy too. Mikal Williams from Georgia. We were looking at this one because I was been good at wanting to get Georgia players. But you know what? It's okay. The 49ers got him. So, I don't know why the 49er fans boo that guy. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why the 49er fans did that. I don't know why they did that, but I don't know why they did that. But guess who's coming up next, guys? Guess who's coming up next, guys? Our rival, guys. Our rival that's in our division is up next, y'all. And our rivals up next to pick, y'all. The freaking Cowgirls. Yeah, aka the freaking Cowboys. I call them the Cowgirls, so hello. And you know what? Winston, me and Stone and I don't like the Cowboys at all because we Eagles fans, we hate the Cowboys because they're our rivals. So in our division, so in the NFC, in the NFC, so they are rivals. Yeah, so we don't like the Cowboys. So I hope the Cowboys get somebody stupid. Because the Cowboys ain't that great. So so look at him. There goes Jerry Jones on the freaking screen. Jerry Jones, your franchise is terrible. Y'all can never make it to the playoffs. Y'all never gonna make it to the Super Bowl ever again. And Dak Prescott is the worst quarterback I ever had. And you didn't scrap the whole freaking team because y'all terrible. Hello. You let my own freaking family members stop being a Cowboys fan because y'all team y'all organization is terrible. Your team is bad. Like literally. I got one of my family members decide not to be a Cowboys fan no more because of this freaking franchise, and there's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. So you know that, and you know that. Yeah, cause Jerry Jones needs to sell damn thing. Jerry Jones, like I swear. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select guard Tyler Booker from Alabama. The Giants got a guard, y'all. The Cowboys got a guard. That's that you. We'll see how far you. Yeah, see if we get any playing time. And Mike Patricia won't even get any playing time. That damn, that damn fucking, yeah. The Giants got a call. I mean, the Cowboys got a guard, y'all. Like because they're not in the East as a team as a team East game. We might say that because the Cowboys are our rival because they're in our division, so the NFC East, so yeah, so it don't hurt the commissioner, man. Let me tell you the picks so far. So the Titans got Cam Warner, quarterback from Miami. The Jaguars got a cornerback slash wide receiver, Travis Hunter, Colorado. The Giants got Duke Carter, which I hate to play. And then the Patriots got an offensive tackle, Will Kim for LSU. Then the Cleveland Browns got a defensive tackle, Mason Graham from Michigan. Then the Raiders got Austin Jeffrey, a running back from Boise State. Then the New York Jets got offensive tackle. I mean, from Minnesota, Missouri. Then the Patriots, then the Panthers got Tim McMillan, a wide receiver from Arizona. And then the Saints got Cleveland Banks Jr., offensive tackle from Texas. The Cleveland Browns got Calusa Loveland, a tight end from Michigan, which they needed that. And then the 49ers got Michaela Williams, edge rusher from Georgia. And now America's team got the worst player ever. Got Tyler Booker, a guard from Alabama. So I hope they lose a lot of games. Jerry Jones, your team, you need to sell the damn team. Nobody cares about the Cowboys and shut up all the NFL announcers, right? Nobody cares about the Cowboys, right? Nobody does. I know, right? All right, guys. So the Miami Dolphins are up next, guys. The Miami Dolphins are on the clock, so yeah, man, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. So if anybody out there who's a Dolphins fan, hope you get somebody good. Cause somebody want to go play in Florida right now, Miami with the nice weather and stuff. You wouldn't want to go over there. Oh, did you watch the Phillies yesterday? I think he watched the Phillies. I think he did. I watched the Phillies yesterday too. I didn't cover the game. I did watch it, and they lost that game. That was so bad. That was so bad. How we got spanked like that, you know. And when I saw that we lost the game in extra innings, and we went to extra innings, and then we lost like that. Oh my God, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Which says it was like, and we got swept. And it's like we can never figure out the Mets. We can never figure out the Mets and how to beat them. It's like every time we play the Mets in Cedar Field, we always lose to them anyway. It's like because it's one of those things. What's next? I did watch the video from the Philly captain. So the Philly captain and his entire the Philly captain and the entire Philly and the Phonetic crew went to Lehigh Valley to go watch the Iron Pigs play because they wanted to see Ranger Sports play. So the Philly captain and his entire and the Phonetic crew so the Philly captain and his entire and his friends from the Phonetic crew, right, from the Philly Phonetic crew, from the pandemic, from the phonetic, the pandemic crew went to Lehigh Valley to go watch Ranger Sports pitch for the Iron Pigs because they want to see how good Ranger is and they want to see how good he was. And Ranger had his entire fan base there. The Rangers came all the way to came all the way to Lehigh Valley to see him pitch for the Iron Pigs. And Ranger was looking good in the video, man. He was pitching good in the way how the Philly captain got the angles for it, and Ranger was pitching really good. I was like, man, we got to get Ranger back ASAP because, like, literally, our pitching staff is failing right now because we got Aaron who can't pitch for shits. And then we got Christopher Sanders injured, so I don't know if I don't think they hear anything about him in the IL, but still, like, that's even way worse. So we need help on that front right there because, like, literally we need help on that front because we need him back sooner or later. Oh, and by the way, guys, I just read somewhere. They said I just read somewhere, guys, that Brandon Marsh that's on the IL. Well, I just read somewhere that Brandon Marsh will be starting his rehab assignment with the Iron Pigs tonight. So tonight, Brandon Marsh will start his rehab assignment with the Iron Pigs tonight. So you're gonna have Ranger Sports and Brandon Marsh both in Lehigh Valley together. Cause now Rangers already there. Now Brandon Marsh is coming over there. So that's gonna be kind of great. Cause you're gonna have a starting you're gonna have a veteran pitcher with Ranger down there. Plus your veteran center fielder Brandon Marsh down there. So if Brandon Marsh gets better and here's a faster, we can have him come back up to the bigs because we're gonna need that because that's gonna be good for Brandon Marsh to get some rehab assignment, get doing his thing so he can be able to be in there. So now we got 3 Philly players down with the Iron Pigs. You got Garrett Stubbs, Ranger Suarez, and now Brandon Marsh. So that tells you right there, those two, Brandon Marsh is like we gonna need him to get better before he come back up. Ranger, we probably gonna need him to come back eventually. So because we need him like ASAP. And Garrett Stubbs, we don't really need him right now because we can run Raphael Michon up in the big, so we don't really need him. But I want to get Suarez back and Marsh back. So those two. I know we might get Suarez back first. We might get Ranger back first because we might. But I think for Marsh, we're gonna need more time down there with the Iron Pigs before he can come back. So And guys, the Dolphins pick is in. So I wonder who he gonna get. So yeah, I don't like Romo, and I think I was listening to Connor Thompson from Locked On Phillies, and Connor Thompson was saying that Jordan Romero needs to get on the first bus out of Philadelphia, and that Star Wars. If y'all go listen to Locked On Phillies, Connor Thompson said that Jordan Romano needs to get on the first bus out of Philadelphia. He needs to go because he's that bad. He needs to go. He needs to go because yeah. See guys, see that quarterback right there, S. Sanders. If the Eagles get him, it's all over for the draft because then they're gonna say the Eagles got the best player in the draft. If that happens, man, I know we don't need another quarterback. We don't need another quarterback. We don't, because we got Jalen Hurts and we got Tanner McKee. We don't need a third one. But I mean, because you can't say Jalen Hurts if you get S. Sanders. You can't do that because you can't do it because it's not gonna happen. So that one thing. I don't know what it was. Wednesday they said that Christopher Sanchez' injury is left forearm soreness. Yeah, left forearm soreness. So they don't know if Christopher Sanchez gonna miss his next start. So they don't know if they're gonna skip his next start. Because Bob Thompson was saying that if they have to do that to skip Christopher Sanchez next start, they might have to rotate some players there, rotate some pitchers, maybe have somebody pitching Christopher Sanchez next start and take that one over if he had to go into IL or something if he has to. I don't think he is. So here we go, guys. Here we go, guys, for the draft here. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select defensive tackle Kenneth Grant from Michigan. Hey, the Dolphins got a defensive tackle, Kenneth Grant. Hey, that's good for the Dolphins, though. They need that. Anyway, it's not Tommy John, thank God, because then we deal with the whole Bryce Harper situation. We don't want to do that. You remember when Bryce Harper got Tommy John, y'all? It took a while for Bryce Harper's arm to get better, and he couldn't even throw like 90 feet from right field, so he had to do first base. So thank God it's not like so so that's one thing. So we getting there, guys. We getting there. Now we're up to the 14th pick. Oh, it's the Indianapolis Colts next, y'all. So I wonder who the Colts are going to get. The Colts haven't been back to the playoffs since forever. Oh, wait, because the Colts had Carson Wentz as their quarterback. That was horrible. He couldn't get them to the playoffs. And then Carson Wentz came from the Eagles to the Colts. They couldn't help him do that. Then Carson Wentz went to the Commanders. Couldn't help them win couldn't get them in the playoffs. Carson Wentz couldn't do that with the Commanders. And now Carson Wentz is with the Kansas City Chiefs. And they lost and the Chiefs lost to the Carson Wentz's former team, the Eagles, in the Super Bowl. So that was embarrassing. And I had to bring Carson Wentz because that dude is not that good. Yeah. All right, guys. The Colts pick is in. Who is going to become a Colts player today? And By the way, the Colts quarterback, the Colts head coach is actually is Shane Steichen. So you know Shane Steichen is the is the Colts head coach and stuff. So you know, I forgot about that. You know, I forgot about that. Yeah. So look at the Colts cheerleaders, man. We you know. Adrian Peterson had Tommy John surgery. Yeah, that's why his arm got better play because both for a while. But Adrian Peterson is doing good right now. So we might call him Adrian Peterson maybe in July or something. So that way we can have him. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this, guys. So Star Wars, you know how much I talk about Daniel Jones and everything about why when I talk about Daniel Jones that used to be the quarterback for the New York Giants. Well, the New York Giants and the coaches did a trade in the offseason. So the Indianapolis Colts signed quarterback Daniel Jones for 1 year for $14 million, y'all. Daniel Jones going to the Colts. That team is so bad. Like I don't even. Yeah, no. The last quarterback that the Colts had for the franchise was Carson Wentz, and you know how that went. You know how Carson Wentz couldn't even get the freaking Colts to the to the playoffs, and you know that. You think Daniel Jones is going to help the Colts get to the playoffs? Daniel Jones is terrible. Even Giants fans will tell you that Daniel Jones is not that good. He's not that good. Like. Hello, Colts, what are you thinking? Right, y'all. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, in the NFL Colts select tight end Tyler Warren from Penn State. Damn, these teams are getting people from Penn State. Hello, people, man. I tell you, man, they got tight end. So, but the Colts need a tight end anyway. So. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the mandatory minicamp for the Eagles is like June 10th, I think it is, for like rookies and stuff. Yeah, so that's the mandatory minicamp. But the actual training camp is like probably like around July or something like that. So yeah, so yeah, so I did say minicamp. I did say rookie minicamp is gonna be in June, and July is gonna be like the main the mandatory training camp. So this week that was dumb. Dan Jones sucks, and he can't even beat us right. And now Dan Jones going to that freaking Colts like that insane. Like you just gave your whole stuff away for that. Oh, Tyler used to play baseball, and he's chosen to play the NFL. So I tell you, these NFL players used to play other sports before they decided to do football. So it's crazy how that is, right? Yeah, the same thing happened with AJ Brown. Like AJ Brown used to play football, used to play baseball before he played football. So he decided to choose to do football. So and AJ Brown could still do football, do baseball, even if it retires from the NFL. That would be like a thing. But they chose to do football because they know that's something that they really want to pursue. All right, guys. So coming up next, and now we have the Atlanta Falcons on the clock. So anybody who's an Atlanta Falcon fan, they're on the clock. So I hope the Falcons get somebody bad because the Atlanta Falcons are not that good. Because Atlanta Falcons, their whole organization is terrible. Their coach is bad because the coach don't know how to make decisions when it comes to them winning, playing games and stuff. They're not that great, and you know that, and I'm just saying that because I'm gonna say this for my two YouTubers that I can't stand. So for John Brooks and for Sports Off ATL, your Falcons are terrible. Your organization don't know what the hell they doing, and and this is why I can't win games. So I'm just saying that for that one. Mhm. No, I mean, the Eagles need to work on the defensive side. We need some players for the defensive side, and the Eagles need to figure out. The Eagles need to figure out what they're gonna do with Dallas Goedert. The Eagles need to figure out: are we keeping Dallas Goedert, or are we trading him? What are we doing? Because the Eagles need to figure out what they're going to figure out what they're going to do with Dallas Goedert. Are we bringing Dallas Goedert back? Are we getting rid of him and looking for a tight end in the free agent market? What are we doing with that? Consider that I haven't heard anything about is Dallas Goedert coming back to the Eagles yet. We haven't heard anything yet. We heard about like they always keep saying like we don't know what Dallas Goedert's future is gonna be like with the Eagles. We don't know yet. Like give us something. Tell us something. Is Dallas Goedert coming back or not? Is Goedert coming back or not? I want to know something because I want to know like because if you're going to trade Dallas Goedert, but just do it now and then wait till the free agent starts and get somebody because we should just draft a tight end or something. Just because you're not going to keep Dallas Goedert then you need to give us something because like we need to know what's going on with that situation because which that's like I mean the air kind of situation mode, but I'm gonna say this that's just my whole thing. You see, if the Eagles would have drafted this guy, at least we know we'll have Dallas Goedert's replacement, not bringing Goddard back, so that's just my whole saying for that. But let me give y'all the update on the draft picks so far for anybody who's just coming in. So the Tennessee Titans drafted quarterback Cam Ward from Miami. The Jacksonville Jaguars drafted a two-way player who's the quarterback and wide receiver Travis Hunt from Colorado. The New York Giants drafted a dude called an edge rusher from Penn State. And the New England Patriots selected offensive tackle Will Campbell from LSU. And the Cleveland Browns selected defensive tackle Michigan Graham from Michigan. And then the Las Vegas Raiders drafted Sean Gentry, a running back from Boise State. New York Jets selected offensive tackle Amir Moons from Minnesota. And then the Panthers selected Tyron McMillan for wide receiver from Arizona. And then the Saints selected Cleon Banks Jr., offensive tackle from Texas. And then the Bears selected Carlos Loveland, a tight end from Michigan. And then the 49ers selected Mike Williams, edge rusher from Georgia. And then the Dallas Cowboys selected a guard. Selected Tyler Booker as a guard from Alabama. Then the Dolphins selected the Kenneth Grant, a defensive tackle from Michigan. And then the Colts selected Tyler Warren, tight end from Penn State. So that's already been selected so far right now. And the Falcons are on the clock, so I'm going to see what they're going to get. So I'm just letting y'all know so far. So, this is what I know this so far right now. For anybody who want to know. So, yeah, he was from Pennsylvania State again. I feel bad for the kids who are there and don't get picked. Yeah, now the people that go undrafted, that's kind of sad because if you sit there the whole entire draft, the whole entire NFL draft, you don't get picked. That means you go undrafted, and when you go undrafted, then you have to go into like the free agent pool thingy and see if somebody's gonna pick you up or something. That also happens in the that also happens in the NBA draft too. When you go undrafted in the NBA draft, you gotta see what teams are gonna pick you up anyway in the free agent market or something. Cause then you haven't got selected, so All right, the Falcon pick is in, guys. The Falcon pick is in. Yeah, the Falcon pick is in. That girl Simone who does that girl Simone who does the news stories for the Eagles and stuff. If y'all know who Simone is, you gotta check her channel out. Simone is that girl who who's like the Eagles like news report, the Eagles like reporter and stuff. When she goes around and she gives us like she gives the breakdowns on the Eagles and stuff. She's like one of those people. Her boyfriend is a Falcons fan because she's from Atlanta, so her boyfriend's a Falcons fan. So her boyfriend want to know what they're going to get and stuff. So but she on the other hand, Simone, she's a Eagles fan. So for like the NFL and stuff. But she's a Braves fan when it comes to the baseball thingy. So and that's why people say why Simone being a Braves fan for the MLB and then being Eagles fan for the NFL. They like that's traded right there. But she's from Atlanta, so they gotta understand that. The Falcons going to be good next year. Well, we'll see about that. All right, here we go, guys. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select linebacker Jalon Walker from Georgia. The Falcons got a linebacker, y'all. They got Jalon Walker from Georgia. Okay, the Falcons got somebody good. Okay, they needed that. They needed that, so. They needed that, so. All right, guys, guess who's coming? Guess what franchise is coming up next? The Arizona Cardinals. Guess who's the head coach for Arizona Cardinals, y'all? Eagles former defensive defensive head coach, the defensive head coach, the one and only, and I don't want to say Jonathan Gannon. Yeah, Jonathan Gannon, who just been Eagles, defensive head coach. Cardinals up next. Yep, Jonathan Gannon's team gets somebody bad. Cause I can't stand that man. Because Jonathan Gannon was the reason why we lost that one Super Bowl. Hello. Why we lost that one Super Bowl. Hello. Yeah, so that's his fault for that one. Yeah, because we won the Super Bowl 52, but then we lost the next Super Bowl that we win. And then thanks to Jonathan Gannon. Hello. Yeah, Jonathan Gannon can't stand that man. The Arizona Cardinals are not that good. I'm talking about the NFL team, not the freaking baseball team, which they ain't that good. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about St. Louis Cardinals because that's what St. Louis is not. They got the same last name, but yeah, the Cardinals they better pick somebody stupid because who wants to be playing for that franchise? And then you have John Gannon as your head coach though. And the Cardinals made the playoffs once in 2016, but the Cardinals haven't been to the playoffs since 2016. There goes John McGinnis ugly mug on the TV screen. Your team is terrible, bro. Good thing we left in Arizona after we lost that Super Bowl, man. We didn't want you coming back on the plane with us back to Philadelphia. Thank God John McGinnis left you behind there. The same place that we played at was the same place you want to get the job for. That was the best thing we did. Oh, by the way, guys, guess what Eagle player signed with the Arizona Cardinals? Now, Star Wars, guess what former Eagle player just signed with the Arizona Cardinals in the offseason? Take a guess. And he won and guess what Eagle player won the Super Bowl with us that now signed with the Cardinals? Just think about it. Name one former Eagles player that won the Super Bowl with us, that just won Super Bowl 59 with us, and now just signed with the Cardinals. Just take a guess. And he was part of the defensive side he was on the Eagles defense. He's a player that was on the Eagles defense. He won the Super Bowl with us, and now he plays for the Cardinals and has John McGinnis as his head coach. Just take a guess. Let's take a guess, Star Wars. And just take a guess because you just take a guess. And he was a fan favorite too. On the defensive side, just take a guess. If y'all want to know, I can tell y'all right now what it is. If y'all want to know, if you want to know, if y'all can't guess, I want Star Wars to guess this one. So, cause I want y'all to guess if I say it, because if I say it, then it's gonna make y'all feel like But I'm gonna just say it anyway. For you right now. So, guys, former Super Bowl champion. Eagle player Josh Sweat has signed as linebacker Josh Sweat, who former Eagles Super Bowl champ. Josh Sweat just signed a 4-year, $76.4 million with the Arizona Cardinals. Josh Sweat, Yo, and he got John McGinn as head coach. Joshua just won a Super Bowl with us, right? Last season, right? Then we decided we ain't gonna bring Joshua back, so he goes signs with the Arizona Cardinals, you know, for $76.4 million. Mm-hmm. But at least the Cardinals got a Super Bowl champ on their roster, right? They got that. They got that. So we gave y'all that. So, yo, that just say everything. Yeah, that's why I said like that just says everything right there. Yeah, Joshua, yeah. Yeah, so that is I just wanted to say that, yep. We have to run to bring him back, so the pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals. Who they gonna get? I just had to say that. I expect you to start with the guess, but since you would take forever to guess, I just had to tell you right away because you take forever to guess. So you know that just And you like see the Gardner Johnson too? Oh yeah, see the Gardner Johnson. Yeah, I don't know if you still got him, but I don't know. Let's see what our roster looking like. And you know who came back from then. All right, guys. Here we go. We're winding down here. Yeah, it sucks that Josh is going here. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select the defensive tackle Walter Nolan from Ole Miss. Hey, look at that. The Cardinals got a defensive tackle. How about that? Mm-hmm. So, that's that. I mean, hey, that's good for them. All right, guys. So the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Who's going to become a Bengals player tonight and be having and then who's going to be a Bengals player today because you know who their quarterback is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, right? Oh yeah, no. Oh, the Seahawks are coming 18th. And you know what Super Bowl you know what there's a teacher that's from from Florida who's a big Seahawks fan and he has a TikTok account, Mr. Mazingo. I watch Mr. Mazingo all the time, guys. Mr. Mazingo is a big Seahawks fan. So this is like he watching the draft to see what his Seahawks gonna get when pick 18 comes around. Cause Mr. Mazingo, he's a big TikToker. He's a most famous TikToker. So I watch him with his family. Is really cool though. His daughter Emily is cool, and their daughter Olivia. She's the one that has the trach and stuff. Cause his daughter Olivia has trachs and stuff. People were saying like, oh, it's sad that she won't be able to walk and all this stuff, and making fun of his daughter Olivia because she has a trach in her in her throat and stuff. Emily, she's really funny too. She be in all the TikTok videos with her dad, trying to be like, kind of always trying to be messing with him, be and say, that because at the end of the day, Mr. Mazingo and his family like little people, because they're under like that. They're not tall people, so and that's why they gotta get everything like custom made for them when it comes to like in their house and stuff, and then also funny like for the car that Mr. Mazingo drives, they gotta make sure they have foot pedals that would be extended for his foot and stuff. So it's a lot to deal with. So yeah. So that's why you would call those people little people that on the high range. You wouldn't call them the midgets or anything because you can't call them that. You can't call them midgets. You can't call them that because it's offensive. So you can say little people, and that's better. But you can't say midgets or anything because then it will be hurtful. So you can't call them dwarves either. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, y'all, Jalen Hurts is in this commercial for the flag football coming to like the Olympics in 2020, so you know how that goes right there. So I know the Eagles are like Bulldog players. We do. But just that now the Bulldog player went to a different team. Hey, we can't get all Bulldog players. Yeah, so you know that kind of thing. That's okay. Because at the end of the day, that's okay. Guys, I created a player in that movie show that y'all probably remember that I used to play in 2023. Oh, Brandon Jackson, yeah. Brandon Jackson is the player that I used to play in the MV show 23. Yeah, so you know that was the one that y'all know that's the character I played in 2023 because he was the good one. I haven't remade his character in a long time because you know they want to bring him back. That's why in 24 you saw Samantha Jackson, his sister, and then that's when you saw his sister's kid and all that stuff because that was like you know that's why that's why for that reason. All right, the Bengals pick is in. All right, I wonder who the Bengals are gonna get. Oh yeah, cause Joe Burrow was their quarterback. I forgot about that. I remember that just in my head now. Then the Chargers pick in. No, the Chargers didn't pick in. The Chargers don't pick. Yeah, the LA Chargers don't have a draft pick until pick 22. So pick 22, the LA Chargers will have a pick. So they haven't picked in the number 22. So they haven't had a pick yet. So why are you saying that? What stage? Well, you saying you're a Chargers fan? That's why you asking because you're a Chargers fan. Yeah, because the only reason why they even was to ask that because he must be a Chargers fan because he only that's the only reason why he asked anyway. So, all right, guys, the Bengals pick is in, y'all. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati the Cincinnati Bengals select edge rusher Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. Hey, the Bengals got an edge rusher, y'all. Hey, that ain't bad. Now the Seahawks on the clock, y'all. The Seattle Seahawks on the clock. You know, so you know. The Seahawks on the clock, guys. So we're going to see who's going to get. Don't throw that at the commissioner, yo. You got a wife though. Oh, don't hurt the man. Yeah, yeah, I'm playing that movie, The Show 24 with Bernie Jackson. I created him. That's Samantha Jackson's brother. So, and that's also Kayla Jackson and Chris Jackson's uncle, by the way. So Bernie Jackson is the brother of Samantha Jackson, and is the uncle to to Kayla Jackson and Chris Jackson, because Bernie Jackson is actually Kayla Jackson's uncle, and then Chris Jackson's uncle as well. So you know that kind of thing. I didn't do Jalen Jackson because that's the other uncle who play baseball as well. So no, he's not in the Phillies. He got drafted by the I forget what team he got drafted by. Yeah, no, he's not in the Phillies though. But my girlfriend who's in the MLB The Show 24, 25, Wednesday she's on the Phillies though. She's in AAA right now, so I'm trying to get her to the Major League team. Then I made myself in the game, and I'm on the Phillies in the Major League team anyway because I got that far up there, so I did mine. But Samantha Jackson's not going to be in the Phillies because, Samantha Jackson, I can't tell you who team she got drafted by. You have to wait for the videos to find out for that one. I'm not going to tell you that one because you have to find out. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you that one. Yeah, you have to wait till you see the videos to find out for that one. You're going to be shocked what team she got drafted by. You're going to be shocked when you see the videos in the end of July. You're going to see what team she got drafted by. When she first time she got drafted, when she went to the college that she went to, and then went to the draft the second time, and y'all gonna be like, you're not gonna like the team that she got drafted by when she got out of college, and when she turned 23, you're not even gonna like the team she got drafted by because you were like, what the heck? And you gotta remember, guys, Samantha Jackson is a Canadian, so Samantha Jackson wanted to get drafted by her hometown team, which is the Blue Jays, but when you see the videos, you're gonna see what team she got drafted by, so, and you're gonna be like, yeah, so. It's not one of those good situations. Yeah, so can't tell you who Samantha Jackson got drafted by. So you have to wait because I want to give y'all. I don't give it away. So yeah, so I'm not even gonna give you that. So but just letting you know that Brandon Jackson's actually a two-way player. So yeah, man, I'm in John team. Yeah, so that's triple A team. So. And I told my women that, hey, you're going to be good to the major league team, but it's going to be hard to get up there because she's a shortstop and they got Trey Turner in the big, so it's going to be hard for that one. I mean, it was easy because I was, I made myself being like a left fielder, so that was kind of like easy for that. Oh, yeah, the Seahawks figures in. All right, so the team that Bernie Jackson, is playing for is I think it's the Brewers, I think. Yes, the Miami Brewers. It's the Brewers when the Milwaukee Brewers. That's the team he's playing for. Yes, yes, the Twins. I think it is. No, it's the Minnesota. It's Minnesota Twins. Yeah, the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, got drafted by that one because Yeah, because Actually, now I'm gonna look at the transcript and see and tell y'all make sure this is correct because that I don't know stuff right. So let me go to the transcripts. I'm gonna go back to his stats and stuff. So stats and awards. We're gonna go. Okay. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zamil, a guard from North Dakota State. And the Seahawks got the guard. So Brandon Jackson, he got drafted by the He got drafted by the Red Sox. So Brandon Jackson got drafted by the Red Sox, right? But he drafted by the Red Sox, and then he played for them. You know, he played for the you know the Sea Dogs for a minute, and then stuff like that. And stuff like that. So he got drafted by the So Brandon Jackson got drafted by the Seahawks though, by the Boston Red Sox. So technically Brandon Jackson's a Canadian too, but he got drafted by the Red Sox. So Brandon Jackson got drafted by the Boston Red Sox, which is like not the worst the baseball team to get drafted by, but hey, why not, right? So because Boston Red Sox saw something in him because he's a two-way player. They don't have no two-way players on the roster, so that happens. Yeah, I can't believe Travis Hunter was number. Yeah, that happened. Let's get one this. Yeah, the Redding Fighting Fields is the Phillies it's the Phillies double A team, and then the Lehigh Valley Olympics is the Phillies triple A team. So yeah. Yeah, what's that? I'm just telling you that Brandon Jackson got drafted by the Boston Red Sox. The one I'm playing right now, he got drafted by the Boston Red Sox. So that's why he's up with the Triple A team right now. Yeah, so that's why I just want to let you know for that reason if you want to know that anyway. Yeah, no. Well, what's that? No, yeah. So Brandon Jackson was with the Boston Red Sox, right? And then he played a couple games there. Then Brandon Jackson didn't like the being on the Red Sox because he couldn't get up to the big, so he decided to ask for a trade, right? So he asked for a trade to get traded to the Minnesota Twins, right? And he started playing some like AAA games and some AA games with the Fisher Cats and everything. And then he got called up to AAA to call up to the Minnesota Twins AAA team, which is the St. Paul's team, right? So that's what Brandon Jackson said. Brandon Jackson asked for a trade from the Boston Red Sox because and he didn't want to be on that team to be playing for their minor league teams. And now he's on the Minnesota Twins organization. I mean minor league team. So that with the St. Paul's with St. Paul's like the AAA team. So he wants to get closer to playing with the major league team, the Minnesota Twins. So it's kind of like he did that for a reason because he wanted to get a better chance. So that was kind of something he wanted to do. So it was a good move on Brandon Jackson's part because hey, why not, right? Yeah, because why not? Because it was easy to ask for a trade as a two-way player. Because you could ask for a trade just like that if you don't like the team you're on, in the minors and stuff like that. The majors is hard to do that because you have been in the team for 6 years, though. Oh, guys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl in 2024. You know that. So they won the Super Bowl in 2024. So that was because thanks to Tom Brady for that one. Yeah, but we won the Super Bowl in 2025. So and for that way. So yeah. They said okay. He's the Giants man. The draft already crazy. Can't wait to see every team get better. I'm going to go look at what teams could use a quarterback in the draft for Sanders. Sanders still has not been drafted. Oh, the Steelers could be a fit. Yes, I can see him going there, yeah, because we already got a quarterback, so we don't really need one. Ah, they're going to guy right there. They go that Mitchell guy. They're going to guy with the bigger hat who's a freaking Eagles fan. That one. Oh, Deion Sanders Jr. Look at him. That's Deion Sanders Senior, some son. Yeah, the rejection will be respectful. Yeah, he just tweeted out that yeah, that he get drafted. Yeah, cause you know Deion Sanders, right? The guy who is the owner of the Colorado the college baseball football team. Yeah, because he's saying if Sanders didn't get drafted, he gonna be mad as hell. Oh, guys, I'm gonna let you say this, y'all. Guess what other Eagle player just signed with the Buccaneers? And I'm gonna tell you this. So listen to this. So Star Wars 99 and what's next? If you're listening, I'm gonna tell you which other Eagles player got signed who signed with the Buccaneers. So, so former Eagles player, linebacker has shot. So former Eagles linebacker, Hassan Reddick has signed a 1 year, $14 million contract, guaranteed $12 million guaranteed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, ain't that just saying something? Just throw that to the wolves. Just say, hello. Well, at least you went to a team that won the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl when Tom Brady was there. Not Tom Brady retired, so at least you got that saying something. But they like damn, ain't that just saying like, well, that. Did he ever play a game for you guys? No, yeah, he did. Somebody did play a game for us. He did. Even Stars with no name. Yeah. Yeah, but he signed with the Buccaneers, so somebody did play for us and everything. He was a fan favorite in Philadelphia. Everybody, they got to play for his hometown team. He probably happy that he did. So so he did. So the pick is in for the Buccaneers. So the Buccaneers have selected. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver from Ohio State. That's not bad for the Buccaneers though. You know. So now we got the Denver Broncos on the clock. Denver Broncos on the clock, y'all. Denver Broncos on the clock. So we'll see what the Denver Broncos are gonna pick. They're next up. So it's time to pick some away from the Eagles picks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Guys, we are 12 picks away from the Eagles' 30-second pick. 12 picks away. 12 picks away, guys. 12 picks away. It feel like, 12 picks away, man. You just feel like, when you think about it, 12 picks away, man. We getting there, guys. We getting there. And I know the Eagles are the last pick of the draft for tonight, so that's gonna be close. That's gonna be easy for us to get to our picks, see who we get, and then close it off, and then so that's gonna be good. Good. No, no win. When you saying Star Wars, you said how are we feeling? Plenty of talent still on the board. Trade up, trade back, or stay put. Hashtag Eagles, hashtag in the draft. I don't know how Rose is gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna stay there. You're gonna jab up to get somebody, or you're gonna stay at the picky heads. I don't know. What if the Eagles got another stud quarterback, Will Johnson from Michigan? He was supposed to be that'd be good for quarterback because we need that since we got rid of Slay, so that would be nice. But then we got Kelly Wingo, who we need to see more of him next season. So that's gonna be hard to say right there for them. And let's get one to say, who was your guys' first pick, or haven't you guys drafted yet? We have the Eagles haven't drafted yet. We got the last draft. We got the last pick in the draft in the first round. Let's get one. We don't get the Eagles don't pick to pick 32. So we're the last draft of tonight. So we don't know who we're gonna pick yet. So everybody wanted a Drew Carter. That was the one that we wanted. But then Drew Carter went to the Giants. So that kind of like throws everything off. So we really wanted him to not throw everything off right there. So you know, yeah, corner would be nice offensive. Yeah, we need it. We probably need that because our defense needs some help. Our defense does need some help. So you know. so who you want to get, because now we don't know who he was getting at, because it's like, who should we get him? Yeah, Stars got to think about that one, because, like, right now, everything just, like, we can't even get good players, because, as Stars said, Miller is a corner fielder. Oh, you talking about Eddie Miller? Is a corner fielder with some kind of positive profile protein. Response to right hand. The hitter has easily following. You talking about Miller for like for like a cornerback. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. All right, guys, the Broncos pick is in, yo. The Broncos pick is in. And guys, here come the Eagles. The Eagles' other rivals coming up next, because that's gonna pick. The team that we always have to play against when we do battle in Pennsylvania. Oh, the Steelers are up next after this one. After the Broncos, the Steelers is the team that we always have to play every time we do the battle of Pennsylvania. With, hey, that's not a rival, but it's like hello, should be. Yeah, 80 million who the Philly drafted last year. 80 million, yeah, that's our guy we drafted for the Phillies and stuff. I hope he comes into the big soon one day. Is that Corner Infield? That's what you talking about. You talking about? You were talking about 80 million. That's what you talking about. I thought you were talking about the NFL. So, in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select quarterback. It says drafted Jahaden Burrow, a quarterback from Texas. Not bad for the Broncos. I mean, that's not bad for them. Yeah. They also in that video that Philly captain had, they showed the end of the bench with Justin Crawford in the video. I was like, yo, anybody want to see Crawford get up to the bigs one day soon, and just that maybe real first. So that's good. Yeah, so all my friends say from Facebook this she's a Steeler fan. Well, she was a Steeler fan, but now she made her daughter become an Eagles fan because damn, you know that whole thing. But still, like, oh, this is my sister's husband's favorite team, the Steelers. Oh boy, and you know my sister who is my was her husband's a Steeler fan, so she's kind of like you know he probably want to know what they gonna get because you know I was ragging about his damn team every year, like mm-hmm. And you know the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't that good, so yeah, so they say he's gonna get drafted, man. Next year he's gonna get drafted, we gonna have an issue. All right, the Steelers pick is in. Steelers pick is in, yo. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Chargers on the clock, so since Wednesday's asking about who the Chargers gonna pick next, day after the Steelers, so we'll see what the Steelers pick is gonna be. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon, a defensive tackle from Oregon. Hey, this is Steelers selected Derek Harmon, a defensive tackle from Oregon. Nice. Not bad for the Steelers to get that. Chargers are next, yo. The Chargers are on the clock. And then after the Chargers, it's the hometown team that's hosting the draft itself. The Packers are next, yo. The Packers are next after the Chargers, man. The ones who's hosting the Super Bowl, the Packers who are hosting the damn freaking draft tonight are the ones that are going to be picking after the Chargers, yo. So you know that. And the same Charger team that wanted the damn Tush was banned too. When we get to this, when we get to the Packers, I'm gonna say after the Packers because you know they wanted the Tush was banned, which I'm still mad at them for that. Like you know they really wanted that to happen. So let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 picks away before we get to the Eagles pick, y'all. 10 picks away. 10 picks away, y'all. We're getting there. We're getting there. 10 picks away, guys. We're getting there. Second about this commercial is something. I think about knows a lot of things, man. And we're still going to be good without it. I know, but still, like, whatever play can we use for that? I know it's the one that helped us out a lot. So we invented that play. So without it, I don't know what kind of play can you put there to replace that. That's just I'm just saying. Well, the LA Chargers are on the clock, guys. Oh, for all you Sixer fans out here. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. For all my Sixer fans out here, they said next season, said don't come home, and said the Philadelphia 76ers are scheduled to play the New York Knicks and Abu Dhabi next season. So that means that this will be the first time ever that the Philadelphia 76ers will be playing the New York Knicks in another country. We'll be playing. We'll play international for the first time ever. Oh boy, this is gonna be a first. So that's never happened in the NFL. That's never happened in the NBA. That you play like overseas and stuff. That never happened. Where you take two NBA teams and they play overseas. That's never happened. So this is gonna be a first, y'all. I mean, the NFL does it for so do that all the time and stuff. But this is gonna be the first. This is the first one. So this is gonna be a first, y'all. I know, I knew, and Sherman saying was that, and it was just the second round, so yeah, that's what they said right here, y'all. This is what they said for the Sixers that we're gonna play overseas, y'all. Yeah, at the New so that's what we're gonna be playing next season. So I just hope the Sixers can play good in another country because they never done that before. I don't know if I don't know if that's a home game for the Sixers or that's a road game for the goddamn. I don't even know. So. We check the schedule out, we're gonna see who it is, if it's on who gave us or who gave them, I don't even know. And that's yeah, the second round is not till tomorrow, which next? The second round is not till tomorrow night. Rounds 2, 3, and 4 tomorrow night, and then 5, 6, and 7 are on Saturday, so that'll be the last day of the draft anyway. Round 2 and 3 will be tomorrow at 7, and then rounds 4 through 7 will be on Saturday. So yeah, so that's just the Eagles do got some picks in the only got only got one pick in the second round. So I would try to see if I can try to get that and know what they got, and then when we get close to it and see what we gonna get. So that way I can say it to you in the stream, so that way y'all at least y'all know what we coming to Phillies game. We could kind of mention it if you want to know what we got. So that way even though we're not looking at the draft though, but still. If the Sixers game gets done, if the Phillies game gets done tomorrow early enough, we might get the draft. We'll see. It all depends like how long the Phillies game's gonna be tomorrow. So the Phillies game starts at 2 o'clock. The Phillies game might be done by 5, guys. So we might get to cover the second half of the draft tomorrow. We might get to do it. We might get to do the draft tomorrow at if it gets to be that thing because it said 7 the draft starts. So if the Phillies game gets done quick enough and if we 9 innings and we get that done, then we might do the draft tomorrow night too as well. Just add that in there. It starts at 7, so just make sure the Phillies game be done before we can get into that, and then we'll be able to do that. So that'll be kind of great. It's 2:20 the game starts, so we got to see how far it's going to get if it gets done enough time. So we'll see. The Chargers are still on the clock, guys. The Chargers are still on the clock, so yeah. The rest of the teams are picking. You have to have a quarterback. Although it's not the second round yet, we're likely to fall the second round yet because the second round's tomorrow. Like like they even show that Will Johnson didn't get picked, guys. The quarterback that from Michigan didn't get picked. Will Johnson didn't even get picked, y'all. So that just tell he can fall the Eagles because he ain't get picked yet either. Yeah, all the teams have quarterbacks though. Except maybe the Vikings. Well, yeah, the Vikings need a quarterback. They need something. You got in charges, pick somebody. Yeah, because you know, the other ones want to do it. Yeah. Look at this, guys. Brandon Jackson went 3 for 4, and his Bad Names went up to 583. He got a 3 game hit streak, so his Bad Names went up. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. So Brandon Jackson is a 6'3" overall as a start. So Brandon Jackson is a 6'3" overall as a starting pitcher and a second baseman. So all right, the Chargers pick is in. Yeah, we got 2 good cornerbacks last year. Cause Cooney felt us, yeah. Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell felt us, yeah, I remember that. That was really cool. Yeah, yeah, even my boy Philly Taylor he said he tired of hearing about Sanders every 2 minutes because, because that guy didn't, hear about that. So here we go, guys. Here we go. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the LA Chargers select Amarion Hampton, a running back from North Carolina. Okay, the Chargers got a running back. The Chargers got a running back, yo. Amarion Hampton. Yeah, they got a running back. Chargers need that. Guess who's coming up next, Star Wars? The team that wanted the touch first band. And the one who's hosting the draft tonight. So the Green Bay Packers are on the clock, guys. The Green Bay Packers is the same team that's hosting the draft and the same team that was quiet about getting the touch push ban for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. The same team. Can't stand the Packers. They won the touch push ban. Go F yourself, you damn Packers, because y'all wrong for that. Y'all wanted to quiet the commission to get the touch push ban because y'all can't stop the damn play. Yeah, Green Bay Packers, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the same, yeah. You can't stop damn play, so. The Cheeseheads. Cheesehead fans. Yeah, the ones hosting the damn draft. Look at all the Packer fans. Yeah. Y'all wanted to get our tush push bad for the Eagles, like for the Super Bowl championship, dummies. Cause y'all, put y'all own hands down. Cause y'all know. Cause y'all wanted to get the damn play, man. Cause y'all can't stop it, so, Y'all wanted to play, man. You damn cheeseheads. You see, I never hated the Packers so much, like literally because they the ones who hosting the damn draft and so you know. do you think the Sanders did wrong? I don't know what he did wrong. I can't even say that. I can't even speak like for that. I don't know what he did wrong to get drafted, but just that, one of my YouTubers, people that watch, Take RB, say he tired of hearing about the Shimon Sanders dude every minute because he said he tired of hearing about him. Yeah, because like, I don't know what he did to fall back. Teams ain't picking him. That's crazy. Like, I know why they're not gonna pick him because his dad was a famous player in the league, and I get it. His dad is picking Deion Sanders. I get it. I get it though. Still, I get it. Yeah, that's a big story right now. Like he didn't get drafted, which I understand that. But you have to mention every 5 minutes though. Like, I get it. His dad is Deion Sanders. I get that. His dad is the head coach. Is the owner of the freaking is the owner of the Colorado the university. Get it? He's the owner. He's part owner of he's owner of the University of Colorado. I get it. Not you. I'm not saying you did. Now I was talking about the NFL announcers keep talking about Shimon Sanders every 5 minutes. So that's what they keep doing it. They keep talking about him every 5 minutes. So the NFL announcers keep talking about him every 5 minutes, saying like why he didn't get drafted and all that stuff. So yeah, not you. It's because they do that because they're trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, he didn't get drafted. So like they keep mentioning like he's still on the board. So and with me, if I had to pick one right now, I would go with Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts is our guy. He's the reason why we won the Super Bowl win. Like I wouldn't want anybody else, but I would take Jalen Hurts all day because he's MVP. So I would take Jalen Hurts all day because just because that's just me. Oh, you said when Hurts was a rookie though. The rookie though. We don't want to talk about Jalen Hurts' rookie season because Jalen Hurts didn't even play his rookie season yet. Because that his rookie season when he got drafted, the Eagles, he didn't play because Carson was still the quarterback at the time, and we didn't let him play yet until Doug Peterson made the decision to let Jalen Hurts take over as the quarterback because of Carson Wentz. So really we can't look back at that season. Yeah, Jalen Hurts did get better, so that's why I like him as a quarterback. And I also like Tanner McKee being Jalen Hurts' backup too, because I like that too because that way it's kind of good for it's good for Jalen to have Tanner McKee as backup just in case if he gets injured, that's like the best person because. Are you a Chargers fan? What's that? But that's a good thing. Y'all got somebody good though. You got a running back, so that's good for y'all. So that's a good thing. So. And I don't know what the schedule's gonna be like for your team, who y'all gonna be playing next season. I mean the next season, but I hope that the Eagles and the Chargers do play against each other in next season. I hope we do because I remember when we played y'all last season how we got y'all though. So that. When you say you're a Chargers fan for the NFL. So you only a Chargers fan only, and now you not you. Wait a minute, what's that? So you're a fan of two NFL teams? I thought the Packers somebody stupid. The Packers in for the Packers, man. Well, the Detroit Lions didn't make it into the playoffs, right? They made the playoffs last year, right? Did they make the playoffs last year? I don't know. I don't think they did. Yeah. I made it to playoffs last year, but y'all lost the Commanders. Yeah, that's how you got to live it down. Yeah, so I hope that both your teams that you're a fan of do make it in. They make it in the playoffs this year. If one of them does. If it's the Chargers that make it in, that'd be great for them. But if the Lions make it in, that'd still be good too. Either one. I wish they have a football game for the Switch. Yeah, they don't have a Madden game for the Switch because they did have a Madden game for the PS Vita though. They did have it for that one, and they make Madden games for like the PS4. They make Madden 25 for like the PS4 thing. They think they did, and they had Madden 25 for the PS4, and also for the PC, and then stuff like that, and the Xbox Series X and all that stuff. And then they also make College 25 only for the PS. They made College 2024, I think it was 25 for like the PS5 only. So they don't make Madden games for like Switch and stuff. They only make Madden games for like the PS4, the Xbox Series X, the PS5, and then the PC. Because you want the PC people to be able to still get the Madden game, so that's what they want to do. So. Yeah, you do have Madden 25 on PS5. Yeah, that's where you can play it. And I don't know which day. Did you play College 25 on the PS5? Which day did you play College 20? Did you play College Football 25? Because everybody played College 25 before Madden 25 came out. It's like the college version where you get to make your player and play them in college and stuff, and you get to take that same player for College Football 25 and put them into Madden and import them into Madden 25. So kind of like you keep the same player and just transfer them, import them over. So like you don't have to make everybody who made a player in College Football 25 get to transfer the same player over to Madden 25, so they don't have to create a new player. They can just use that same one. All right. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Matthew Golden, a wide receiver from Texas. The Packers got a wide receiver, bro. Yeah, you play that one. Yeah, that's the one everybody's playing because I don't have PS5, so I couldn't play that one because I wanted to. Yeah, because I can't. The PS5, so I wanted PS5 so bad, but we got to give them my damn PS4 for that. But no, and that kind of thing. Well, we don't even know who's going to be on the cover of Madden 26. We don't even know that Star Wars. We don't know who's going to be the cover after your Madden 26. We don't even know yet. We don't even know yet. And they always say anybody who gets on the Madden cover is always like it's always a curse for them. Like they don't do well. They don't do well in like in the they don't do well for the what you call it. They don't do well in like in the season and stuff like that. Well, that's good for Matthew. Matthew had to go nowhere. He said he's right at home. So he came to the draft for that. He came to the draft in Green Bay, and now he's gonna stay here and play here. So technically, after this, he gonna go. He gonna be able to go to the training facility, and the stadium's right. The stadium is not that. It's next door to the freaking draft. So he, Matthew goes already home. You already home, Matthew, because you already here. So you don't have to leave the damn city. You don't have to leave because you just gotta come back for you gotta come back for mini camp and stuff and all that stuff. And then and all that stuff. You have to come back for all of that. But at least you home, and now you get to see the Packer fans first time. When you get to see your football stadium for the first time, that's gonna be something for you. Because then you get to see what the stadium looks like, and then see where you're gonna be playing all your games at. So 18 games, so that's gonna be exciting. Yeah. All right, guys. So now we got the Minnesota Vikings coming up next, y'all. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, guys. So we're gonna see who they're going to get. I hope the Minnesota Vikings get somebody. They get somebody good because the Vikings pick is in, guys. The Vikings pick is in. Yeah, 'cause I don't know who's gonna cover the game. We don't know. Yeah, so the Vikings pick is in, guys. I don't know who the Vikings gonna get. So let me tell you how many picks we all getting now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 picks away, guys. 7 picks away, guys. 7 picks away. We're gonna get the Eagles pick. 7 picks away, yo. Once we find out who the Vikings pick, then the Houston Texans on the clock. Oh man, we getting there, guys. 7 picks away. Then we got the other team from LA that's gonna be picking. It's gonna be the Rams, the other LA team. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if you're right about that one. They're gonna take Sanders. If you better be right on that one. On Wednesday, you better be right on that one. You better be right on that one. You better be right on that one. Yeah. So we're gonna see how this goes because I ain't going to sleep yet until I see who the Eagles pick. Cause I'm not going to go to sleep yet until they get their pick. Once the Eagles get their pick, then I'm going to be done the stream. So I just want to make sure that we get to the pick. Yeah, when we beat the Saints, they fell apart last season. I remember that. I remember that when we did that. The Saints would not play. The Saints couldn't play good after we beat them. After we beat them when we came to Saints, when we came to New Orleans, they couldn't beat anybody else after that after us. So yeah, when we beat the Saints last season, they couldn't beat nobody. They couldn't beat nobody else after us anyway. It was like they couldn't know what to do. All right, guys. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, a guard from Ohio State. Okay. The Vikings got a guard, y'all. The Vikings got a guard. It's Donovan Jackson from Ohio State. All right. Not bad for the Vikings, though. All right, guys. Guess who's up next, y'all? The Houston Texans. Oh, it's the Giants. The Giants got the pick. I forgot the Houston Texans traded their pick away. So now it's the New York Giants again? The Giants pick again? Are you serious right now? The Giants pick again, y'all. The Giants just did a trade with the Texans. Yeah. The Giants pick again, guys. The Giants already picked in like the third round. I mean, they picked in the beginning of the draft, like at pick number 3. So now they got pick number they got pick number 25. I'm gonna say this again. I hope the Giants get somebody stupid for the second pick, y'all. Hope they pick 25 to get somebody stupid because they already took a Duke Carter and pick number 3. So I hope with the 25 with the pick they get somebody stupid. Mm-hmm. And then also somebody look. It said 97.5 the Fanatics said the Giants gonna get their quarterback. So the Giants might take Sanders if Stokes is right. They might get Sanders. If they get Sanders, that'll just change everything because they need a quarterback anyway. Yeah, because I don't like the Giants anyway. What do you think if Sanders goes to Giants? I would be like, you going to the worst franchise that's not even that great. Never going. They can't win games. And when's the last time the New York Giants been to the playoffs? Yeah. Yeah, that's just my saying right there, because like you just going to the worst franchise you could ever go to, and it's not even going to help you, because at this point, so yeah, we're cautious if they get him over there. If they do get him, so that would be one of the worst things ever. But the Giant pick is in, guys. The Giant pick is in. The New York Giants pick is in. Yeah, the field is bad over there in East Rock, New Jersey. Seriously, like. All right, here we go, guys. So this is what happened right here. So the Houston Texans did trade with the New York Giants. So the Giants will receive from the Houston Texans their 25th overall pick, and the Texans will receive will receive the 34th overall pick in the second round. They also receive the 99th pick in the third round, and they also receive a 2026 third round pick. That's what they got from the New York Giants. That's what the Houston Texans got. And they talk about Shiver Sanders again. Oh, they keep stop talking about this kid. You my friend tell y'all he said that the Giants just traded back up to the first round, and I'm gonna say what they got yet because they just traded back. So I don't know. And the Giants pick is in, guys. There's no wrecking here. A lot of players get injured on that field. Yeah, they do. But that field ain't green. You know what I mean? I'm just like what they gonna get. Cross your fingers, guys. I hope Winston be right. If they get Sanders, then Giants will be on. It'll be a good thing for them. We're gonna see who they gonna get. Cause right now I'm just like looking like this anything could go right, could go wrong here. Alright, guys. Hope the Giants get somebody bad. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I don't know who's gonna be right. Is which stats gonna be correct or which stats gonna be wrong? Let's see. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart. The New York Giants select Jackson Dart, a quarterback from Ole Miss. The Giants took quarterback Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. The Giants got a quarterback and it's not Sanders. What's that? You were wrong again. You were wrong again, which things. They took Jackson Dart. So was no not because when the dude I followed would really take what our view was right. He said they wouldn't get Jackson Dart and he would. They got the quarterback. I'm not mean. I'm not being mean to you. What's that? Said you were wrong because you said they won't. You said that you said that they're gonna get Sanders. You said the Giants gonna get Sanders. You said that. You said the Giants are getting Sanders. That's what you said. So that you said which things, and you were wrong again. Yeah, you were wrong again. So I was like, how does Winston be wrong 2 times tonight? 2 times you were wrong for stuff that you said that was gonna happen. Like, how you be wrong? Like, I guess nobody wants Sanders. Nobody wants Sheffield Sanders. Sheffield Sanders. Nobody wants the guy. Like, yo, that's just telling you something right there. Oh, look at that. The Atlanta Falcons got a second pick, too. The Falcons got another pick, too. Because the Falcons got another pick, too. Because the Falcons had a pick in the because the Falcons had a pick, too. I think I forget what it is. Yeah, the Falcons had a pick in the 15, in the 15, in the first round. I think they had a pick in the first round, like it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one. Yeah, so it's like let me see. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. In the first round, I picked 15. The Falcons had a pick already. They got an edge rusher. So I wonder who. I wonder what the Packers what the Falcons gonna do with their second pick in the first round. They got the 26th overall pick. I wonder what they're gonna get this time. Cause so. Oh, yeah, the LA Rams. Oh, the LA Rams did a trade with the Atlanta Falcons to get the. So now the Falcons got the 26 pick. Yo, the Rams just don't want to pick. They just pushing themselves back. The Rams are pushing themselves to the second round. How many picks up we have? So we got. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 picks away, guys. 5 picks away, because 5 picks away, guys, because you don't count the Ravens one because they're next after that. So here we go. Here go the trade right here. So the LA Rams did a trade with the Atlanta Falcons. So what the Falcons gonna receive from that Rams are going to be the 26th overall pick and the 101st third round pick, and then the Rams gonna receive from the Falcons the 46th second round pick, the 242nd seventh round pick, and the 2026 first round pick. So that's what the trade went down. So that's the trade that went down. That's how the Falcons got this one. So here we go. What's up, Paxton Whitney? Sorry to be watching you in LA. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from Tennessee. Yeah, so the Falcons got another edge rusher, guys. They got another edge rusher, so they got another one. So they got James Pierce Jr., an edge from Tennessee, so they got another one. So they got another one, so yeah, this is the NFL draft stream. So if you got a favorite NFL team that you watch, or if you watch it, that you've been a fan of since you were a little kid, and stuff like that, and you want to know what they drafting, hey, we talking about it. It's the first round, so so just so you know, if you want to know that. All right, guys, the Baltimore Ravens are up next, y'all. You got any Baltimore Ravens fans in the house? Cause y'all up next. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 picks away, guys, until the Eagles pick. We the last one. We're the Ravens, right? Yeah, but the other bird. We got 3 birds in this goddamn draft, y'all. It's the Falcons, it's the Ravens, and the Eagles. The 3 birds, and then you count. It's 4 birds actually, cause you count Cardinals, Ravens, Falcons, and Eagles, all birds. Yeah. Yeah, so but we're the better bird though. Oh, you got a bedtime? What's next? Ain't you and your girlfriend living together though? Wednesday, don't you and your girlfriend live together though? Wednesday, if you and your girlfriend live together, how come you have a bedtime though? If you and your girlfriend live together, how come why you have a bedtime then? Like. Yeah, Wednesday, you and your girlfriend live together, so why would you set a bedtime for yourself? Only time you need to set a bedtime for yourself is if you gotta go to work the next day. If you gotta work the next day, then that makes sense though. You know. The reason why my girlfriend even sets her bedtime to be 4 p.m. every day because around like 4:30 ish every day. Every day Monday through Friday because she gotta go to Dayport every morning. So she sets that 4:30 bedtime for herself for like Sunday nights. And then she do the same thing every night up until and stuff like that. So that's what she does sometimes. And even she goes to bed early on Friday nights too because around like the 4:30 p.m. time because she ain't gotta go to work Saturday anyway. So but she just like doing that because that's her routine. So yeah, so that's what my girlfriend does sometimes too. Yeah. And I did see my girlfriend today on Wednesday. I did see her today. So after work, I went to the day for my session. I got to see her today. She was looking so cute today. She was wearing. She wore something. She wore a certain top that I'd never seen her wear before. And I was shocked to see her wear it though. She wore this red tank top with her with her Tinkerbell sweatpants on, and then she was wearing like the little like sweater jacket over, and she had a little bag and everything with her new headphones she got from the mall that we went to, the Whittaker Mall. She's like that, and she always say she wears her new headphones on whenever she talks to me on the phone and stuff, so so she can hear me better, so and stuff like that, and today she also wore the Philly hat that I got her. She said she didn't wear the Philly hat yesterday because she was wearing a dress on, but then most of the other time she wears the Philly hat all the time. When other days she wears it. And then she also told me too, they only told me on the phone when I was talking today, when I came home, she also told me that she wears the Philly hat, even she wears the Philly hat that I bought her around the house at home. At home she wears the Philly hat around when she's just at home and stuff, so she does that, so she appreciate the gift that much, so because I got in the baseball, so there you go. So she does do that. So, and then also my girlfriend Naomi told me that on Saturday when we had the video call, she's gonna wear that same red tank top again, the one that she wore today. She can wear that again, so just so I can see it again. You know, that kind of whole thing. And then on top of that, Naomi did tell me too that she does have some short jeans and stuff. She said she do have those. Listen to this one step. Good for Naomi. Said after she gets the bottom, Naomi told me, guys, after she gets the bottom surgery done, after she changed her man part into a woman's body part, penis to the vagina thing, she said she's gonna wear her short jeans for the first time ever, so that way I can see her wearing those things. So, and no, that's gonna be the first time her wearing it because she do have them, but it's gonna be the first time we'll see her wear it. But she said she's not gonna wear it until after her bottom surgery's done. So that's gonna be when we get to that point. She's gonna wear those for the first time. She said she's gonna wear the red tank top plus the short jeans together as an outfit. So I mean, if I see her in that, see her wearing the short jeans, that's gonna be having me when we grab my freaking butt and stuff. But hey, you wear something like that, it's gonna be too much right there. So yeah. So what you saying? Are you going this weekend? I'm not doing anything this weekend besides watching this episode 3 of Doctor Who. The Well. Probably gonna watch that this weekend. And we watch that when convenient. We'll be watching that from different houses, and then we're gonna have the video call at 12 p.m. on Saturday. So we get to see each other's faces and talk about the episode, what we think about it, and then talk about other stuff. So and things like that. So there's nothing really else I want to do. Yeah, so the Ravens pick is in, guys. The Ravens pick is in. The Ravens pick is in, guys. Here we go. Who would have thought the Ravens getting you? And I can't believe that. Why these teams are Japanese Eagles fans? These teams need to stop drafting these Eagle fans. These teams drafted Eagle fans that really were fans of the football team and now they're not even playing for the hometown team. Like, come on. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Mekhi Starks, a safety from Georgia. The Ravens got a safety, y'all. The Ravens got a safety. Mekhi Starks, a safety from Georgia. They got a safety. You need that, that wrong thing. And now the Georgia Lions on the what's next? Your second favorite NFL team is up next. Your Detroit Lions are on the clock. So I hope they get somebody good though. Your Detroit Lions on the clock. Yeah, cause your second team is on the clock. So you know you say you like you say you ever get the first team. You say you like you. Yeah, never get the yeah. So I'm just trying to see what's the two teams you say you like. Remind me what's that? What was the first team that you said you were a fan of? I forget what was the first one. I know you said the second one was the Lions. What's the first one again? Cause I forget. Oh, you said the Chargers. The Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers. My bad. It's the LA Chargers, and then it's the Detroit Lions. Yeah. Yeah. So now the Lions will get somebody. So I hope the Detroit Lions get somebody good though. But you, I hope I'm hoping for them. And then when we get to the second round starting tomorrow, if I get to come to get the draft again, I hope that wins next two teams, the Chargers and the Rams and the Lions, if they have picks in the second round, that they get somebody good because I want you to get good players for your team. And then in my Eagles, I want them to get a good pick in the second round as well at pick 96. So because I want us to get something good at pick 64 in the second round tomorrow night. Hope we get somebody good too. Because I hope we get somebody good tonight. And we get somebody good tomorrow night as well for pick 64. So, and pick 96. And, and pick 134 as well. Then we gotta wait till Saturday to try to see if we can try to get, Vic 4 through 7 is gonna be at noon, the same time as me. We got the vehicle, so I won't be able to like, really like I watch it, but I won't be able to cover because I'm doing the vehicle with her at 12, and I don't want to just do her like that. So because that's when Vic 4 is gonna happen at 1:34. So I'm gonna just see what the Eagles got, and I might tweet it out or something that what we got or something, just be excited about it. Yeah, so I might just do that. So if you're not following me on that on that Twitter, you're not gonna know when I'm gonna announce the pick that we got, or I might mention on Blue Sky. So that's the only way you're gonna know what the Eagles gonna get on Saturday. So for the picks they have, so yeah, uh-huh. You know, for a pick 134, 164, 164, 165, 168. So yeah, if you're not on Saturday, you will know when I tweet it out. So. All right, the Lions pick is in, man. The Lions pick is in. I wonder what they're gonna get. I'm so excited for win stats right now. I hope we get somebody good. I'm excited for you right now because this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom right now, so I'll be right back. All right, we'll get my subject over here. All right, here we go for win stack right here. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tariq Williams, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Nice. Mm, that's not bad. That's not bad for the Detroit Lions, though. That's not bad at all. It is. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it again for you. We what's next so you didn't hear him. You want me to say it again for you? What's next? So I'm gonna say it again. So in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tylengium, Tyleiki Williams, the defensive tackle from Ohio State. Not bad for y'all. All right, the Washington Commanders on the clock. Can't stand the Commanders though. Yeah, so oh my God, guys, we're 3 picks away from the Eagles' pick. Star Wars, we're 3 picks away. We're 3 picks away. I know everybody still call the Commanders the Redskins because they calling them the Commanders is just like. Well, I'm gonna say that the Commanders pick is in, guys. Yeah, they shouldn't. Well, the reason why the Commanders, reason why the why the Washington had to change their names to which that's because they couldn't use the name Redskins no more because that was something like I guess like I guess the people like I guess people were saying like the NFL was saying like you had to change your name because it was like it's offensive like I think it meant something with the Indians and stuff. So they had to change their name from the Redskins because the logo was a picture of an Indian person. The logo had the picture of an Indian, and they had to change their name because of that reasoning. So they changed the Commanders, and then they changed their logo too, from an Indian logo to like the letter W and stuff. Because they had to change it because yeah, just like the Cleveland Indians changed their name to the Cleveland Indians. That's the name of a that's the name of a baseball team. Yeah. Remember the Cleveland Indians. That used to be named. That was the baseball team in Cleveland, but they changed their name from the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Guardians because they did that. So yeah, they had to change their name. They still talking about Shimon Sanders. He still didn't get drafted. He still didn't get drafted yet. Oh man, if he falls to us, that would be just amazing. Right? I don't care who the Commanders get. I hope they get somebody terrible. Mm-hmm. Guys, we getting there. We got the Commanders. Got forget that the Bills have Josh Allen as their quarterback. Yeah. Well, and they get to play alongside Josh Allen. You get to play alongside Josh Allen on the Bills. You get to play along against Josh Allen, and and DeMar Hamlin on the Bills. That's like quarterback and the safety. Come on, man. That's like the best thing you want. All right, let's see who the Commanders will get. Hope they get somebody terrible. Here we go, guys. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Josh Cornley Jr. Uh, you know, an offensive tackle from Oregon. The Commanders got an offensive tackle, y'all. Josh Cornley Jr. from Oregon. They got a damn offensive tackle. Offensive tackle. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. Now the Buffalo Bills are next, y'all. Guys, we're 2 picks away from the Eagles pick, y'all. 2 picks away. I know somebody got to pick Will Johnson. Will Johnson, the quarterback, hasn't got a pick yet from Michigan. From Michigan, he hasn't got a pick yet. And I hope the Eagles pick him. Big down. I know, right? So not screaming and stuff. Yeah, I'm not screaming and stuff. I'm not screaming about it. I'm not screaming and stuff, yo. I'm not screaming and stuff. So I'm just saying that's not a bad pick, though. You know. Yeah, just talking no voice and stuff. I'm not shouting and stuff, yo. You know. You get about my TV volume on loud. Everybody That's true, but the family members would be screaming, it would be loud, but it wouldn't be me. Make the TV so with TV because I don't want TV to be too loud and stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm not even screaming though. Yeah, so I'm just talking noise, but I'm not screaming though. You know, I have respect for people, so I don't scream, so yeah, the same with 2 weeks away, so that's not screaming about it, so yeah, so yeah, so we're just seeing what we're gonna see this one, you know. Yeah, guys, I'm not being too loud, so yeah, I'm talking about no voice. I'm not screaming or anything. Yeah, so yeah, that's my mom and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't scream too loud, guys. I don't. You know, I have respect for people and stuff. Just the neighbors don't have respect for people over here because on the weekends when they play the music so loud, I'll be like, you know what? Is there any of us for somebody doing a stream and stuff? They be annoying. Neighbors don't have no respect doing, you know, they play the music so loud on a Saturday night. Like, come on, now, you have any respect for people? No, they don't. And it's why for me, I don't have my music. That's why I don't got my TV blasted on because then the sound on because then it'll be loud and it will be my fault. So, mm-hmm. Yeah. So the bills clap it up, clap it the bills. Don't want to do. Yeah, I just hope that it does get picked. If you don't get picked, that'll be the most saddest thing ever right now. Alright. Yeah, so sorry about that, y'all. I could be a little bit, annoyed sometimes. Even though I'm not being loud, it's like, I'm not screaming and stuff. Be good, do good. God bless. It goes well. It's just as cool. Yeah, I wonder who the Bills gonna pick, guys. Wonder who they're gonna pick. Yeah, but the Buffalo Bills pick is in, guys. And after that, the team that the Eagles beat in the Super Bowl after them, the Tennessee City Chiefs. Oh, Patrick Holmes and the entire Chiefs organization get somebody terrible. I'm not saying for Andy Reid though. I'm not saying I don't want the Chiefs. I don't want Andy Reid to get somebody bad for his, for his team. I don't want to say that, but just to, I really don't want to say that because then that's just like I don't want to say that. I got no hatred towards the Chiefs or anything. Just that they got the best head coach of all time, Andy Reid. So you know he's once our Eagles head coach. So there's nothing to hate there. So yeah, so we there's no hatred on him. So there's no hatred there. Yeah, but when the Eagles hit the pick that they're gonna get, I'm not gonna shout too loud because for the reason for that. I'm not gonna do that. I have my reasons for it. Well, shout out to 10 people watching. Shout out to the one person watching. They for the 10 likes. Oh, they said Wednesday, May 14th at 8 p.m. We get to know what all the teams' schedule's gonna be like. Okay, that's gonna be good. And they got time to make a wish good. Right, in the 2000, okay, they gotta lower it down. In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select the Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Harrison, cornerback from Kentucky. Nice. That's not bad for the Bills though. Hey, the Buffalo Bills got Maxwell Harrison, a cornerback from Kentucky. They got a cornerback. Nice. What is the Chiefs draft? Certainly just a joke. I don't know. Chiefs, they don't need another quarterback. They don't. Oh my God, guys. Star Wars 99, get ready for this. The Eagles made a trade. The Eagles made a trade, y'all. The Eagles traded with the Chiefs. Now we got pick 31. And the Chiefs got pick 32. We just traded up. Howie Wilson just traded up, y'all. Let's freaking go. Howie just traded up, y'all. Harry Wilson just traded up, y'all. We just traded our 32nd pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. The same team we beat them in the Super Bowl. They thank you, playing. How we traded up. How we traded up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once I know our pick, I'm gonna say the Chiefs picks, and then we're gonna call the stream because yeah, we traded up. So Eagles fans, be next. We didn't have to wait too long. We didn't have to wait till the 32nd pick. We didn't have to wait. We didn't have to wait. We the next one, so we gonna see who we're gonna get. All right, over how we pick somebody good. Now, who we gonna get at the number 31 pick? Who wants to join the Philadelphia Eagles and become part of the Super Bowl, the two-time Super Bowl champs, the Eagles? Who wants to who wants to be part of our organization, wear our jerseys, and wear that lid? Hold on, you know that, you know what I'm gonna say. I have to pull out the jersey for 1 minute because you know I have to say everything. You know, hold on. So I have to pull out everything. So you know. Everything. Yeah, who wants to be part of our dynasty and wear one of these? Get to wear one of these, and to wear our favorite, our famous hats and stuff, and get to wear one of these. Midnight Green, y'all, and be part of this organization right here. Two-time Super Bowl champs. This one right here, to wear a jersey like this. Yeah, who wants to be part of that? Whoever gets picked is, Eagle Nation gonna go crazy. So, like, that's what I'm saying. That was a joke, one. That we had. Yeah, pick swap, y'all. You get with a midnight green, y'all. So, this is why I say, like, to be part of our team, you have to wear one of these. And then if you get to be on our team, you have to wear the Kelly Greens as well. And then, alright. Why did the Eagles pick before the teams when they won the Super Bowl? Well, reason why we had to pick because we did a pick swap. We traded back. Oh, our pick is in. Jeffrey Lloyd the pick is in. Yeah, the pick is in, y'all. Pick is in for your Super Bowl the pick is in for your two-time Super Bowl chance, the Philadelphia Eagles. Our pick is in, y'all. Yeah. And we won the Super Bowl, second in the Super Bowl in team history. And we're going for a three-peat. Yeah, we get to wear the color greens 4 times this season. 4 times this season we get to wear the color greens? Oh yeah. This season we get to wear the color greens 4 times, so the NFL said we can do that, so only team in the with 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons, the Chiefs, Bills, and the NFC, so Nick Sirianni was 48-20 with the Eagles head coach, 6-3 in the playoffs. Yep. So you know that. Yeah, you saw he was head coaching there. Yeah, Mr. Nick Sirianni. At least Nick Sirianni's a better coach than freaking Nick Nurse for the damn Sixers. And that's saying something. Yeah, please be Will Johnson. We get as a cornerback. Please get him. Because if you get him, that'll make everything feel better. That'll make life better because, I was saying something. We need some help in the defensive side. We all need help with the secondary as well. Defensive secondary because, secondary would be nice to get help on. It's going to be okay with this. I don't know. I'll be okay with it. And we'll see. He will, and I will too. So. You had a first round pick. We haven't had a first round pick since 2020. In 2024, we had the cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. Yep, we did that. In 2023, we had the defensive tackle Jalen Carter. Yep, remember that. Sweet. He's from my favorite college team, Michigan. Oh yeah, I hope we get him. That'd be nice. In 2023, we got in 2023 we got Jordan Davis. Yeah, all the first round picks we got. You can name them and it's like, yeah, in 2024 we got what was his name? Devontae Smith. Oh yeah, all the first rounders that we had since 2020. Then we got Jalen Rager. That was 2020. They had Jared on the team, but still. We had Agent Dillon, Robinson, yeah, the quarterback. Oh yeah, I forgot we have Dorian Rob Thomason. I forgot we have another quarterback. We have Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, and then Dorian Thompson Robinson as a third quarterback. I forgot about that. Yeah, we got DRT. Yeah, we got DTR. We got DTR, man. We got Dorian. They go to Philly. They go to Philly sports guy. Yeah. What's up, Philly sports guy? Yeah, it's our turn. Yeah. The champ's here. Hold that belt. The champ's here. Yeah, like Vince Day. Yeah, Vince Day got some good players, though. Here go Nick Sirianni good in that suit. Good in that suit. Look at all the draft picks we had. 2024, we drafted Quinyon Mitchell first round. Cooper DeJean, 2024, the second round. Jalen Carter, 2023, the first round. Linebacker Nolan Smith in the 2023 draft first round. Defensive end Jordan Davis in the 2022 first round. And then we drafted Cam Jordan in the 2022, the NFL draft in the second round. Eagle Nation, yeah. Yeah, we know what we talking about. All right, here we go again. Come on, Eagle Nation. Eagle Nation, we here for this. We waited all night for this. As you see, guys, if you want to lose your shit, For me, I can't do this because I'm gonna be stuck with neighbors and stuff. So here we go, guys. Here we go, Eagle Nation, get excited. In the 2025 NFL Draft, your two-time Super Bowl Eagle chance, Philadelphia Eagles select. Oh, okay. The Eagles select Jahaden Campbell, a linebacker for Alabama. I'll take that. Okay, Howie, I like that. We need help with the defense. That's the best thing right there. Thank you right there. I'll take that. Yes, those we got. I think how you say his name? Jihada. I think it's Jihaad Campbell from the Alabama linebacker. Jahaden Campbell, a linebacker from Alabama. That's not bad. Yeah, so that's not bad. Hey, we said we need help on the defensive side, so there you go. So that means that Shamar Sanders didn't get picked in the first round. And not even Will Johnson got picked in the first round, who's a cornerback from Michigan, didn't get picked either. Those two things. That if the Chiefs get out of Sanders, or you go to the best, you go to the best team in the NFL, a team that won two Super Bowls, you go to the best team ever. You go to the best team who won two Super Bowls, back to back Super Bowl champs in 52 and 59. The best team with the best fan base ever. Because, all we do is win. Hello. And you're going to the best sports city of all time because we love all our sports teams. And we support every single one of them. That's what we do. And, yeah, pretty much. And you got the best. And you got Jalen Hurts as your quarterback. Hell yeah. And you know that. And you got Nick Sirianni as your head coach. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, so Yeah, so that tell you right there. We got the best linebacker right there, yo. Because the defensive room may be crazy up in there. How you want to fix the defense? There you go. That's how you fix the defense. Get somebody good like that. They said we already got Kenny Ringles as our quarterback. We don't need to get another one. So, just fix the defense because defense is horrible. So, yeah. The hand cable. Welcome to the city of Philadelphia. Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles team. Welcome to the defensive boom. And I hope you help us win some games if you get in. And let's run it back, y'all. Let's run it back and go back to the Super Bowl and win it again for the third time. Let's do it again. Yeah, so let's do it again, y'all. Because yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. And now the Kansas City Chiefs figures in. The Kansas City Chiefs are the last team of the draft, so we'll just hit what the Chiefs get, and then we'll close the stream after that, guys, because I have to, end off the stream, and then I gotta work tomorrow. So I might schedule the stream for tomorrow night for the second round, which the Eagles only have like one pick in the second round, so which they only do have one. So then that'd be great, because picks 2 through 3 is gonna be tomorrow at 7. So if the Philly stream gets done early enough, and we do not ends, we get done enough, I'll do the draft. If not, we go to extra innings, then maybe not, but we'll see. Because because tomorrow night the Eagles have picks 64 in the second round, picks 96 in the third round, and picks 134 in the fourth round. So we're gonna see if we're gonna get anything with those picks right there and see what happens. So we're going to see if we're going to get anything out of that. So we're going to see what we're going to get from them. Just hoping that pick 64 in the second round, we get maybe a cornerback or something to help out with the defensive side, or maybe something like that. Or maybe get an edge rusher or something, or something like that, a defensive tackle or something like that. Something on the defensive side, because we don't need to touch the offense at all. It's fine where it is. So, how he's vision, he's living in it. We just living in it. Yeah, so that's just all we got to know for the next one. Chiefs are the last one. Yeah, y'all remember how I came with you gotta say go birds. Because you think rather be smart to second, you gotta start saying go birds when you start coming over here. We got pick 64 in the second round tomorrow night. So we gonna have to start up to say who it was, how it's gonna do, if how it's gonna be Magic again tomorrow night. And he's gonna trade. He's gonna stay at pick 64 in the second round, or he's gonna trade up again. That's the question we have to find out tomorrow night. So, that's the 7, so we have to figure out how he's gonna do. He's gonna pick up. Is he gonna go up? Are you gonna move from pick 64 to trade up, or is he gonna stay at that number? That's a good question. Yeah. I know second will go to the Browns. I don't know. Will Johnson dropped to the second round. I know, right? in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select offensive tackle. The 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, an offensive tackle from Ohio State. All right, the Chiefs got an offensive tackle, yo. Josh Simmons from Ohio State. That's not bad. That's not bad for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got Josh Simmons. That's not bad for them. I mean, but it's good for Josh Simmons because he going to get coached by one of the best coaches in all the NFL, Andy Reid. Like that's one of the best coaches right there. And then you're gonna have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback. Like like you can say that. And then you might have one of the best tight ends of all time. If Travis Kelce does come back, that's another one. So just saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, second round is tomorrow night, guys, at 7. So if the Phillies team that gets done before 7, we'll cover rounds 2 to 3, depending on if the Phillies team is done early enough, because 9 innings. So we'll see what happens with that. With the Eagles head coach, he was. That being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to everybody who came to the stream tonight, the draft stream tonight. Round 1. And guys, we might cover rounds 2 to 3 tomorrow night at 7. Depending on if the Phillies stream gets done early. I hope the Phillies win the first game against the Chicago Cubs tomorrow at 2:20 p.m. So if you're gonna if you want to see the Phillies and Cubs game 1 at 2:20 p.m. tomorrow, my YouTube channel, guys, come through for that. Because you're gonna see if the Phillies can try to take the first game from the Cubs at Wrigley Field and try to take that and try to win a new series and start it off. And then if we have enough time, we might do the draft tomorrow night at 7. We'll do rounds 2 to 3 where we can kind of see what the Eagles going to get with the next 3 picks they have, and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm not being said, guys. Shout out to Not Going to Street. Shout out to the West Not Going to Street. Shout out everybody coming to the stream. And that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all on Thursday night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for the next draft stream, which might be happening tomorrow. We'll see you for rounds 2 and 3 at the NFL draft tomorrow night at 7. And I'll see all my Philly fans tomorrow for the Philly stream at 2:20 p.m. So, like I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. Let's go Phillies, and for the Eagles, go Birds.